Welcome. Welcome, welcome. So, we've already looked at Smite. We've already looked at Heroes. It's time to look at DoTA 2. In the off chance that some of you don't know what this means, this refers to Defense of the Ancients. Once upon a time, back in Warcraft 3, there was a gentleman whose name I don't remember, who came together and said, you know, it'd be really cool if we repeated the Aeons of Strife format, but in Warcraft 3. And he came up with the name Defense of the Ancients, because both sides were defending their ancients. Yeah, that's it. That's the history, right there. Now we have DoTA 2. There's actually a little bit of history behind DoTA 2, and I don't really want to get into it. I'm one of those people who was actually kind of pissed off that they were trying to copyright the name DoTA. But, we're not going to get into that. We're not going to get into that. That's not what we're talking about today. Now, first I was thinking, you know, the thing is, with games like Smite especially, I never played Smite. So sitting down and actually playing the tutorial for that made a large degree of sense, because after all, I'd never played it before and had no idea what it was doing. But you'll notice I didn't play the tutorial of Heroes because I've already played Heroes. In fact, I play Heroes on a nearly daily basis. But I got to thinking about it. For DoTA 2 and for League of Legends, and the other two we're doing, I've decided I am going to go ahead and do the tutorial and poke at it and see how the tutorials change, because the idea here is I am not a, to put it bluntly as I can, hardcore gamer. I'm not. Sorry. I'm not the kind of guy who really wants to delve into MOBAs. The most I've delved into is into Heroes. However, I apparently have a friend request pending. What's this? Is this, how do I, sure, I guess. Anyways, well, that's interesting. Just a second. Technical difficulties. Wow, that's really kind of messed, actually. Of course it is, Arcenter. Why wouldn't it be? Come on. Okay. So, now, I'm going to do this just to kind of verify it. By memory, DoTA 2 and LoL are the same game. Now, don't run over me and hate me for this. What I mean by this is they're both standard, classic, original DoTA-style MOBAs. That's it, that's all. You know, nothing really fancy there, but I don't know this for sure because it has actually been in the range of years since I've actually played these games. So I don't actually know for certainty if that's true. So we're going to go ahead and poke at this and see what we've got here. Oops. Let's go ahead and turn this back on now. Now, Arcenter thinks I'm an idiot. Now, his perspective is valid because from the perspective of someone who knows me at all, you know that I am an idiot. But he also thinks this specifically because I have no interest in playing against other players. Now, I know this sounds hilarious, considering how much I actually enjoy MOBA-style gameplay in general, and most people look at MOBAs and think, what? Why would you, you know, it's all PvP, you know, well, no. I actually really enjoy the non-PvP aspects of MOBA. I enjoy the cooperative aspects of MOBAs, and always have. Again, I go back to my favorite MOBA of all time, Mercs and Techs, which I really wish someday someone would repeat. But I'm getting ahead of myself. So, the point here, though, is that the argument was made that I cannot actually learn how a MOBA functions without playing against other players. So for the interest of total honesty in this reanalysis of the various MOBAs, we're going to go ahead and do at least one match against actual other players and see how bad it is and how much I don't enjoy it. So, let's go ahead and poke through the tutorial. Let's see if anything is different here. Blah, 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 blah. Alright, first I'm going to comment on the graphics. Alright, I'm done commenting on the graphics. Seriously, it's the same graphics as everything. There's nothing different about the graphics of any of these games. They're all identical. So. Sure. Okay, that's different. Oh, and then I have to... Okay, we've bought all sorts of stuff. By the way, I'm kind of being disingenuous. What I mean about the art style, and I talked about this yesterday when I was playing Heroes. Heroes, Smite, League of Legends, and Dota 2 all basically have the same general art style, aka the Warcraft 3 format. Shrug. Whether or not you like the art style is up to you. I do. As I've said before, I just don't have anything to say about it because it's the art style. I don't know if the other two, I guess, MOBAs we'll be looking at have the same graphics. So we'll see. $43 tacos out of the Illuminati. Wow, I am seriously getting some Dota flashbacks. The original Dota. In fact, insignificant. If this is a boss right about here, and then there should be a vendor right about here. Yay! Which, yes, fine. Is that seriously the sound effect from Half-Life? Thanks, Scemed. I'll take that as a positive. Now, personally, I disagree with that, Shadow. I was kind of being disingenuous. The graphic styles do have their own distinct looks to them. It's just minor variations. Okay. Oh, there it is. God. I'm like, where the hell is the frickin' level up icon? God, this is such a small screen. Okay. Thank you, Seed. So apparently this is Source... Oh yeah, I guess I knew it was Source Engine. Never mind. Okay, so what is this? Oh, right. I'm playing as Tyrande, so that makes sense. Stalking. I have to be honest, I'm kind of weirded out by the fact that I can't attack move. Like, I keep trying to attack move, but I don't even know what the A key is doing. Yes. A key is apparently moving the screen. Like this. Look at this. A. Okay, whatever. Quickly now. See, it's funny, I'm immediately going into Dota mindset. In other words, the original Dota, because I'm an idiot, as we've already discussed. Thank you, Arcenter. For Salamene. Oh, am I? Even though I have... Oh, whatever. I'm apparently playing the Huntress. My bad. I like the accent. Alright, you know what? Where's... hang on a sec. Level up. Yeah, sure, Fearsome. I'm really not paying attention. I'm trying to find... Where's the options menu? Electric. Seriously, where's the options menu? This is... Go away! Yes, I know I'm dead. I'm well aware. There we go. Okay, so... Can I not open the options in mid-match? That sucks. Alright, whatever. We'll do the options later. Oh, here they are. God! This is so tiny. Whoops. Okay, so... Key bindings. Attack move is F? No. It is A. It is always A. How do I... There we go.
Into battle.
There we go. Oh, that's much better. Okay. We're good.
The hunt.
Follow. Yeah, no, this feels a lot like Dota. Somehow that doesn't surprise me.
Who dares?
So, for those of you who actually follow Dota 2, what's the big changes that they're doing? Because I keep hearing about them, and I know they're still, like, in the middle of them.
A harvest moon. Let's go.
But, like, what are they... What's actually being changed? I'm really curious. Because I've been hearing a lot about that lately. Oh, jeez. Arkentor has probably never actually seen me play a MOBA, so he probably doesn't know that I don't like playing against other teams. Or rather, I'm saying this wrong. He doesn't know that I'm not good against enemy players. I never have been, and indeed I never will be.
I'm done being merciful.
Over in Heroes, I can call myself a pusher. I don't know what that is and everything else. So apparently they're adding more Dota 1 heroes, Aghanim Scepter. They didn't even change the name.
Red Moon.
And something about the raid boss being changed.
On the prowl.
I can't even tell who that's supposed to be up there.
Yes.
That doesn't surprise me, Deacon. Which is funny because if you remember just the other day, I was just talking about how heroes should do exactly that. Because, you know, they should. That's Z. Yeah, okay, so that's Z, that's X, that's C. God, that's hard to read.
On the hunt.
Fine. Ah! God! Yes, that's great.
We ride. Salamene commands.
And yeah, props to Valve on that. That's something I feel the MOBA community has needed for a while, if I can be so bold. I don't want to speak in derogatory terms of a game I haven't even replayed yet, but let's just say that one of the things I always feel LOL specifically was missing was exactly that. Never Arkentor. It is now my goal to intentionally play as badly as possible, just because it will really bug Arkentor. For those of you who have watched some of my other streams, you know that every now and again I tend to play as play a game that someone in my chat really knows really well, and I go out of my way to play very badly because it amuses me.
Attack.
I gotta be honest, yeah, I am getting some very serious Dota parallels here. I'm not even gonna level up. Really, Deacon?
Run them down.
Interesting. Can I zoom the camera out? No, of course not.
Attack.
Didn't think so.
Absolutely.
We have the weirdest siege weapons ever. So, interesting fact, of the various MOBAs I'm aware of, this is one of only two that actually has some lore to it. Now, I don't know if Heroes of Newerth has lore, and I don't know if Strife, which is a game I didn't even hear about until previously, has lore. I'll take your word on that, Arkentor. I'm not playing League of Legends, Shadow. That's later. I was going to play League of Legends, and then Fearsome actually ended up being on. But yeah, there's like actual lore, there's actual backstories, and of course there's the infamous shopkeeper, aka the strongest individual in Dota 2. And his horrible, evil ways. Yeah, I can push that. Maybe? Yep, there we go. We win, kinda! We did it. Okay, I gotta be honest, that's just Dota. I don't really feel the need to play the rest of the tutorial. Okay, so, how do we just do a match? There we go. Match. Here we go, play. I have no idea what I'm looking at. Okay, I guess we'll do this. Create a lobby, I guess? No, that's not what I want. How do I... here we go, here we go. Bots. Co-op. Click it up to medium. I don't care what the team is. Fearsome, are you in? Okay, so we have someone I don't know. Fearsome's in here. And Deacon's in here. I think Arcantur is that one. So... Find match? So I don't know if I've ever really explained this, but the reason I play against bots is because I enjoy co-op more than I enjoy versus. That's really what it boils down to in a nutshell. It's one of the reasons I have latched so hard onto Heroes of the Storm, because in my opinion Heroes of the Storm is one of the better bot options when it comes to... damn it, Pro, get in here. Hurry. Hurry or die! But yeah, the I enjoy co-op gameplay. I enjoy actually playing with other players that I actually know and I'm trying to coordinate with rather than going into PvP. Now, I know what you're going to say. Well, Versus is co-op. That's probably true for prefab groups. That's probably true if you know the other players and you know lots of other people who actually play the game and then can play Versus. That is obviously not true in my case. I don't know people who play these games other than Heroes. So... I'm basically playing this as if it's a single-player game. So I tend to not only be fighting against the other team, I usually end up fighting against my own team. And that kind of sucks. Prog, hurry up. Come on, man. Anyways, and that just kind of sucks. Oh, there we go. And it's not really enjoyable to me. And of course there's the toxicity problem, but we've already talked about that. There's ways around that. At least I assume there's ways around that. Okay, so co-op, easy, random, go. Now, I don't know why it needs to find a match. There's 5 of us, we have a full team, we should just have a match like that. So, not sure why there's a wait. Ah, here we go. Now this is actually developed by Valve, if I'm not mistaken, correct? See, I've heard that argument, Arcantur, and I just do not agree with it, personally. I mean, I get the argument, I just don't agree with it, if that makes any sense. Or I suppose it'd be more accurate to say it doesn't apply to me. Alright, so I have no idea what I'm doing whatsoever. I'm going to try to pick a hero that looks like he might be inclined towards me, aka not an assassin, because I'm not an assassin. I am like the opposite of an assassin. Yeah, by the way, Samurai, you can already patch it. I did that earlier, actually, in like 10 seconds. Come on. Oh, we're waiting on people to hit load, sorry. Okay. Apparently I should be playing as Abaddon. You got it. I will do this thing.
All pick.
Okay, so here's 100 billion heroes! Look at them all! Okay, so I will give this in favor of Dota 2 right off the bat. You have a ridiculous selection right off the bat. How do I lock in? There we go. Ah, so I will be playing as the Death Knight, I'm assuming. But yeah, as I mentioned, it is simply not my inclination to play an assassin. I'm not good at it, and I don't enjoy it. So, and that's why I'm not good at it. You ever notice that? By the way, not to try and defend myself, but I've noticed this in other players as well. If you enjoy a particular style of gameplay, or if you enjoy playing as a certain thing or whatever, you tend to get better at it because you like it more, and therefore you practice it more. I mean, makes sense, right? So I think that's part of the thing there. How's the audio so far?
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Let's see. So who we have on our team? I don't know these names, of course. See if I can recognize the Warcraft 3 characters.
Prepare for battle.
Okay, well, I'm obviously the Death Knight. Why am I still at? Uh,
30 seconds to battle.
Ah, okay. God, just looking around like, where's the enter battle button? I suppose I'll go up here. Okay, so who we got on our team? Let's see, Sylvanas, or Windrunner, whatever you want to call that. Not sure who that is. And that's Illidan, of course, or a Demon Hunter. I'm not sure who that is. Okay, where am I? There I am.
First blood. I see.
No idea what I'm doing. I was actually pretty good at Dota in the early days of Dota. And then I stopped being good at Dota. And that's really how that boils down. For those of you who weren't around, damn it, when Dota was first a thing, the original Dota, it just kind of started off fairly simple. And then they added the item stuff, and I was, okay, I'm with that. I figured out the item stuff pretty quickly. Then they added the combination item things, and then they just kind of kept adding things to it, and I just fell behind, if I'm honest. And this is just me admitting that I was terrible at it, if you're paying attention. What do we got? Death Coil, a shield, and interesting.
Bottom is missing. Submit.
Yeah. Let's see how well I creep, shall we? Why is that not?
Who goes there? Bottom is missing. Bow to your lord.
Okay, so there's my gold.
Mark well.
And is there? There probably isn't. There's scrolls. I do need scrolls. Sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, I should actually be commenting here rather than just thinking it in my head. So far, this is very Dota. You need town portal scrolls. There's no actual Hearthstone or recall or whatever. So I have to actually either spend 75 gold on a scroll in order to get back. I have no idea how long they cast. Or just run back, which is, of course, what I'm doing right now. There's also that thing, the courier. I don't exactly know how the courier functions. I only have heard about it.
I just might.
So let's go ahead and shop. I gotta be honest, I don't know anything about any of the items in this one at all. Except for one, which I don't even see here. Oh, it's because it's in upgrades. Actually, a lot of these upgrades look the same. Like, I remember several of these. In fact, is that... No, that's not it. Where's... There was an old item in Dota, which was like my default purchase. It was an upgrade thing, and whatever it was... there's Aghanim Scepter. Whatever it was, it would increase my mana regen by a stupid amount. Like, it gave me mana regen percentage, and additional mana regen on top of that, and it was incredibly useful for like half of the heroes I used to play as. But for right now, we'll go ahead and go with the default and just kind of trust in these. So, boots, stick, and that's it for right now. Wait, what? It looks like we generate,
Bottom is missing.
looks like we generate gold. As in Smite, as in other games that have gold. Is that the Bloodstone? Anyways, so we generate gold every second. As I've said before, I feel that's a good thing because it prevents stagnation. It prevents the snowballing effect, basically. It is too easy for an individual to simply not progress because they simply do not have any gold income. I find it interesting that it's not showing our individual levels up here, even though we do have individual levels, and I am way the hell behind in levels. But I find that interesting. I feel like that's done on purpose, specifically to try and make it so that the player does not feel bad or good, so that they have to actually put effort into saying, oh, I'm doing better than you. You know what I mean? So I think that is a good decision on their part, personally. Again, anti-toxicity being one of the biggest features that any MOBA really needs to be championing, especially nowadays. In my opinion, of course, in my opinion.
Missing top.
I do find it interesting how much... how much they have replicated Dota here. Just interesting. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but it is... I feel like that was done very much on purpose. Specifically... What does missing top mean? Specifically to try and... basically keep the Dota community going. The original Dota community. In other words, Dota... Oh, I'm dead. Dota was basically dying because the community had simply moved on. And they wanted that community to be able to keep going, so I'm with that. Let's go and buff the shield.
Death means something different to me.
See, that's what I thought it meant, Grey Wolf, but there's a player right here, and I was in the top lane too. So, I don't know why they're saying missing top. There's 2 players in the top, 1 in mid and 2 in bottom. I can tell that even at a glance, excuse me. Now, I believe I lost gold for dying. I'm not sure. I guess we'll find out in a bit. I don't know what that icon means. I don't know why I'm trying to assassin. I don't know anything that I'm doing. What? What? Okay, so we do lose gold for dying. Like I thought we did in Smite, and we don't. This is another thing I don't really remember. Or rather, I should say I remember rather distinctly from the original Dota, and that is constantly playing this game of back and forth while trying to not get hit while trying to hit. It actually does remind me a lot of PvPing. Alterac Valley comes to mind immediately as an example of that. Hi, Schmedolf. Some interesting visual cues that they have to show if you've been silenced or if you've been rooted or whatever. I haven't figured out how the exp share works yet. Like, I have no idea how exp share works. I know there is no exp share because we're all different levels. But I don't know if we're getting X simply for being in range of stuff, if this is a killing blow situation. I need to figure that out. Yeah, I actually agree with you, Bragon. Not to sound derogatory, but I really wish I could just, you know... Maybe there might be a lock-on mode. Let's find out really quick here. Let's see here. Camera grip, maybe? No, that's not it. Yeah, I don't see anything for locking the camera onto the hero. Unless I'm just missing it. So why is this not W? Oh, because it's camera. Apparently you can double-click your portrait to make that happen. Back to the match. There we go.
Chosen.
Oh, that's much better. Okay.
So I have sworn. Things are rarely as they seem.
Come on. There we go. Ah, jeez, really? Seriously? Fine. I'm just gonna die then.
Just like a so it goes.
Okay, this bot is really wanting to kill me.
I thought you missed.
Okay.
Missing top.
I might say that.
I guess I have a little bit of gold. Let's see if I can buy anything right now. Okay. Yeah, this is my first match. Smart off. Okay.
I should say so.
Missing top.
What is there to comment on here? I suck, obviously. I gotta be honest, this is mostly my fault. I really have no idea what I'm doing with this interface. It is completely throwing me. Going from Smite to Heroes to this is just, like, trying to downshift on the highway. You know what I mean?
Missing top.
So I'm going to fail, and continue to fail. I'm pretty sure I am, by a huge margin, the lowest level in the entire match right now, too. So any enemy hero is just going to make mulch meat of me the moment they see me.
By the house.
I don't even think I'm enough of a level. In fact, I know I'm not enough of a level to really do creeping appropriately, too, because creeping is actually, at least if it's something like DoTA, harder to do than it sounds. There's a bit of an art, for lack of a better word, to it.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Let's see. Hey. I'll have enough money to do that now, so let's go do that, I suppose. Last hitting. I am not good at last hitting. Never have been. I also hate last hitting. But I've already talked about that. I don't need to rehash that point.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Hello, Nothrazem. I have to be honest, I'm also kind of weirded out by how long this match is already taking.
Illusion.
But we've already talked about that. It's weird to be proven right. because Dota 2 and LoL matches historically are much longer than Heroes matches. That's actually one of the changes Heroes made deliberately to the format. So hang on.
Top is missing.
Is there a way to see, like, the combinations here? Or are there combinations? As I say, there's probably the secret shop. I'm also a little discouraged that the suggested items is not really helping me out as much as I would hope. So, you know what? Speaking as a new player, this item thing is just... This is a little overwhelming. I have no idea what I need. I have no idea what I want. This is actually the exact same problem I had a couple of years ago when I went back to this game for the first time, or the second time, excuse me. And I just didn't know what I was doing with the items, and of course my own teammates were constantly telling me how terrible and awful I was for not knowing what I'm doing. That's not it. That's not it. Okay then. Well, let's see if we can figure some stuff out here, shall we? Yeah, you know what? I'm trying really hard to be fair here, but speaking as a new player, speaking as a noob, which is what the whole point is of this MOBA look, looking at these from the perspective of someone who is not hardcore, who is not deep into MOBAs, what do I think of it so far? I'm completely freaking overwhelmed by this item situation. I really do not know what I want or why. Hey, Caffeine. Don't worry, Caffeine. I suck way harder than you do. I think I am going to go ahead and go with where my gut is telling me to go, so to speak. So let's go with this. Aha! Look, guys, we actually have... Okay, so there is a tree. We do actually see
Your bottom tower
a tree
is under
here.
attack.
And we can even click up the tree, which is actually really nice. Get off my screen. Ah! So what do we got here? This is admittedly something that most people...
The enemy's top tower has fallen.
Okay, the last time I played this game, I've talked about how my own teammates were telling me how terrible and horrible I am, right? True or not, this is part of what happened here. I was looking at the items, trying to figure out my long-term build. I want this, this, and this, and I want to get in those items to get to this item. I was actually trying to figure out exactly what I want long-term. So I just sat here for however many minutes, browsing this interface. It's just all coming back to me right now. It's like, okay, well, I kind of want to go in this direction. I kind of want to go in this direction. It requires this many items, so I'm going to have to work on this. You know, all that fun stuff, right? And my teammates just would not shut up. I'm like, look, and I actually responded, look, I'm new to this game. I have no idea what I'm doing. And as a response, they were all talking about kicking me. I don't know if kicking is a thing in Dota 2. But they were less than assistant, I think is really the way to put that. So let's go ahead and buy that. I kind of wish I could just see these things without having to click around like that. Apparently you can browse while in the shop. Apparently you cannot kick, so they were just bad-mouthing. I didn't know. I had no idea.
Unstoppable Oni.
And what Schmeidolf says is true, but that goes back to the problem I just mentioned. This does not feel very noob-friendly at all. But then again, I suppose Dota 2 isn't aiming for that crowd, so I can't really, you know, list that as a negative, can I? It would not be fair to list a game that is not trying to be appeal to my crowd for not appealing to my crowd. You know, that's not feasible. Okay, so what about... you know what, I'll just wait to buy this one.
Your top tower is under attack.
Okay, so that does automatically upgrade, just like in Dota. Good, good. That was the thing I wanted to test there. Okay, so let's go ahead
Your top tower is under attack.
and go back to losing. Okay, so one of these buttons appears apparently a player guide button. What's this?
Your
That's the
top
combat
tower is
log.
under attack.
Shared unit control. Shared content. Teams. God. Oh, there's my level.
Your top tower
Maybe?
is under attack.
Or am I looking? Yep, I am level 4. Everyone else is in the 10s. Oh, here we go. This is it?
Your middle tower is under attack.
Aha! Here we go. Recommended Abaddon builds.
Kills you.
Your middle tower
I'm
is
guessing
under
these are
attack.
player suggested because of what I'm seeing over there.
Not so fast.
The Lord of Earth is reborn.
Alright, so what does carry mean exactly?
I see.
Just out of curiosity. Because I feel like it means the exact opposite of what I feel like it should.
Triple kill. Who goes there?
I also feel like, I will say this, the item combinations do seem pretty much straight out of Dota 1's item combinations. Because I actually remember several of the ones I'm going for.
Mark me well.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
See, yeah, that's why that makes so weird. You'd think a carry would be someone carrying the game, as opposed to someone who is carried. That's why that always weirds me out. It's exactly the opposite of what I think it should be.
Like shapes in mist.
That's why that always weirds me out. I've actually used the term carry incorrectly, aka someone who carries someone else so they can be more effective late game. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Rarely as they seem. I might say that. Well studied.
I should not have done what I just did.
As counsel.
Ah, come on. Like I said, Fearsome, it's like the opposite of what my mind tells me it should be. Weirds me out. What's my ultimate? I'll let me do. Yeah, we'll go ahead and grab that.
Such power.
Yeah, I saw that coming. Ah, shoot. Whatever, it's over. Gosh, there's nothing I can do about that one. I will say this, even though I've already said this, the team co-op coordination aspect is, again, different than in Heroes, and just as important, if not more important, because of the last kill mechanic, because of the share mechanic, because of the gold mechanic, because of the items, etc., etc. And of course, I lost gold, so I just lost all my progress. Whatever. Onwards to... Let's try creeping. I haven't creeped in forever, because I haven't played a game that has creeps in forever, so let's see how this works. Ah, me! There we go. I keep hitting space, trying to get back to me. I am such a noob. Okay. Let's do this, guys. I will steal these creeps. No, I won't. I will go this way instead. Now, I've heard Arkenter say in chat there that you need a friend to help you get into the game. while that may or may not be valid, I don't think that is admissible, if you know what I mean. In other words, I should be able to get into a game without literally requiring someone else to hold my hand to get into it, in my opinion. Again, from the perspective of a noob. So, from that perspective, hey, it's the evil bastard. From that perspective, I am going to do a match against other players after this, and it's going to probably horrible. And I'm going to live with it and see how bad it is, or good, you never know. Because I want the honest thing. I don't want to try and candy coat this or look at it in the right circumstances or whatever.
From the vault of fate.
Okay, yeah, I am just going to hang out here, I guess. I'm just being honest, Arcanter. I'm not trying to bash the game, really. But in my opinion, that does not make this game particularly friendly
top tower has fallen.
towards initial play for someone who is trying to get into this stuff.
Your middle tower is under
Schmeidolf, I think we're full at the moment. I'm not sure what the party size is exactly.
Your middle tower is under attack.
What do I like about MOBAs? The co-op gameplay is what I enjoy most about MOBAs. I actually talked about this yesterday when we were playing Heroes. I like the you are one person affecting the fate of an army. I like that. Just flee. Just flat flee. I like the idea of being the one person trying to sway the tide of a battle. You know, I enjoy that style of perspective or whatever. Wow, this guy really wants me, doesn't he? Look at this. Hey, Anjato. Obviously, people laugh at me when I say that because most MOBAs aren't about that. MOBAs are about team deathmatch, basically. You know, fighting the enemy side virtually doesn't matter
Your bottom tower
in
is under attack.
in most MOBAs. It's more about fighting the enemy team. The enemy side is just there to help flesh things out in the interim.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
But yeah, that would be my thoughts on the matter. Okay, so I want this.
Your bottom tower has fallen.
Wait, did I just do that wrong? No, I didn't, because I want another Perseverance. That's right, that's right. Sure, Kessel, if you want to. I'm gonna suck at it.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
PG-13 warning. That's 850. Okay.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Apparently my bottom tower is under attack.
Your
Hello,
bottom
Caffeine.
tower is under attack.
Chocolate. It's funny you say that, Tracker. I'm actually signed up for the beta of that. I have not gotten in yet, though, because I don't have an answer to that question. Well, I'm going the wrong way. I need to be over here. So that's another thing. When I used to play Dota and Aeons of Strife, both, roaming lanes was actually a pretty normal thing. The idea was you go where you're needed, right? When I started playing LoL for the first time back when League of Legends was starting to be a thing, could you imagine how much I got screamed at for switching lanes and like, stay in your lane, get out of my lane, yada yada yada. And that was so bewildering to me. I wasn't prepared for that because from my perspective, you know, having only played Dota prior to that, it was normal. That wasn't me, that was the game that said it. Yeah, exactly, Caffeine. I was so confused by that. Whoops.
I just might.
Anyone who's played Heroes knows how common switching lanes is in that game too. So doubly weird.
Submit.
Hello, Repelli.
So it goes.
Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna creep for a bit. You know, what Javan just said is putting a light on something I've been trying to find words for in a minute here. I feel like Dota 2 so far, of course I've just started playing, but so far it feels very much like Dota 2, there's no guarantee of support, if that makes any sense. In other words, like Javan just said, if I don't know what I'm doing, I will be a drag to my team. Now, I know that sounds like a weird thing, but I mean, it's true. It is such a thing that I am actively dragging my team down right now. This is actually happening to this team of my viewers. They are worsened by the fact that I am in this match. And in Smite and in Heroes both, that was not true. There were things you could do in both of those games that enabled you to support, even if you didn't know what you were doing, to at least be contributing to the team, right? As opposed to actually being a net negative influence. Again, not saying it's better or worse, but that is a definite difference between the two, or rather between the three games. Because in Smite they had the mechanics where you could go and take out the camps, give yourself the buffs. You could go and get certain items that enable you to support. You could sit back. You can not feed. You don't lose gold when you die. You know, there's the fact that you have continued progression in Smite, and I shouldn't even have to explain how Heroes does that. Now, I'm going to try to contribute. I want to contribute. Lord knows, getting used to the interface has taken me a minute. Oh god. No! Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Oh my god. They know that they smell the noob. They smell the noob. No, Repelli, I am playing with viewers. These are people who know me. Or relatively, I should say. Okay, I think we're safe for the moment. Let's go ahead and push that. Did I misread that? Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, now the heal's off cooldown. It was on cooldown in the middle of that, and I just ran for my life. Whoops.
I see the way.
Okay, so I need... That gives me 2 perseverances, which I need for this. So all I need is this recipe. It's okay, Ashur. I'm only a complete noob who is ruining my team's chances of success against bots. So, you know, I'm only being worse in every conceivable way. Note to self, next thing I'm going to buy is the frickin' Boots of Speed or whatever. Ah. We are going to be doing that, Repelli. Absolutely. We are going to be playing a random match to see how the enemy team reacts with a complete noob on me. Ah, that's a new one. I imagine that's something DoTA related.
Structures are fortified.
From the mist. Killing from my soul.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Yeah, we'll see what we think of when I go through this. Funnily enough, Repelli, the exact same thing happened to me in League of Legends. I guess about a year and a half, 2 years ago or now, something like that. I actually went back to give an honest try to League of Legends about a year and a half or 2 years ago, and it was just bad. I tried Dota 2 at the same time, and I already explained to you how that one worked. What? Meh. Now, in the interest of total fairness, this is loud.
The enemy's top tower has fallen.
Whoops, I did not mean to do that. Hey, Cougar.
The enemy's top barracks has fallen.
So I'm assuming this is like Dota in the sense that if we take out their unit producers, they stop producing units. Again, unlike Smite and unlike Heroes. Oh yeah, by the way, let's talk about that mechanic while we're on the subject. You can buy your way back into a resurrection, which I find to be an interesting mechanic. Not sure if I like it or not, as weird as that sounds. Because it encourages snowballing with regards to your health, or not your health, excuse me, your money pool. Okay. Ah! Wait a minute.
The enemy's bottom tower has fallen.
I think I have messed something up, guys. If you look at the tooltip for borrowed time, you see, and I quote, "Un ultimate qui affaire de vos le tank ultium pendant quelques secondes. Essayez de l'utiliser quand vos fatias focus pourront se récupérer beaucoup de points de vie." I feel like I have a setting wrong somewhere, guys. What do you guys think? Yay! They won! I didn't. But they did. Anyways. Ah! Thank you, Mrs. Spawn. That's what I was wondering about.
One more for my quiver.
What is this? I should not get anything.
Pleasant surprise.
No.
Deserving of such fortune.
Oh, is this cosmetic stuff? This is cosmetic stuff, isn't it? Okay, I'm okay with... So, hang on, you get cosmetic gear at the end of a match? That's actually kind of neat. I like that mechanic. That's probably the first thing, no offense intended, that I really like the idea of, the fact that you can just earn random gear to make yourself look cooler. Unless that actually has a stat effect, which doesn't look like it does. Mr. Spawn kills. I'm sorry. I don't know why I thought that was Mrs. Pawn kills. Of course, that does seem like a very Valve thing to do, doesn't it? Looking at you, Team Fortress 2. I mean, seriously? Have you seen how the lockbox system works in Team Fortress 2? Okay, so I was in the middle of saying something. And it's gone. It's just gone now. Hang on. Oh! In the interest of total fairness, I'm one of those people who thinks that aiming for a solely niche market can be a good thing. It is the kind of thing that more people basically should be doing. And ergo, I'm totally okay with the fact that Dota 2, for all intents and purposes, based on my own play experience, based on what I've read, based on what I've seen, is specifically aiming for the "we are the hardcore MOBA crowd, please play our game if you're really into MOBAs" kind of a situation. So I'm okay with that. And so I want to make that note there, because it's very important when I then say this is a very unfriendly game. Sure. This is a very unfriendly game for someone who has no idea what they're doing, like, for example, me. I usually refer to this as a barrier to entry. I've actually talked about this before as one of the main reasons. I don't think Cougar's a bot. I think he's just being a troll today. I refer to this as barrier to entry as one of the biggest reasons why most players who are at least partially interested in a game don't actually get into it. You know what I mean? And I do not mean offense by this. but it is something that has to be considered. If you have a casual... I will, Fearsome, okay? Wait. I will, I do understand trying to get into something like that because you're just idly interested. You know, you see MOBA matches, you hear all about it. It's like, well, let's try one out. What's the one you hear most about? It's probably either League of Legends or DoTA, too. So you try DoTA here, and you just run into this brick wall, and you see where this could be a problem. Again, not necessarily a negative, just a problem. It is actually kind of neat, I think, that Heroes of the Storm is out now, because Heroes of the Storm is extremely low barrier to entry. But if I can name something that isn't a MOBA that has a huge barrier to entry, I actually just referenced it, Team Fortress 2. I actually used to really love competitive FPS games, and Team Fortress 2 is a damned good one, let's be honest with ourselves. But the barrier to entry in that game is huge. Or at least, I really should rephrase this, it used to be huge, because when I used to try to get into TFT, and I've tried a couple of times, there's no, like, you can't ranked play in your range. You can't try to be like a noob and fight other noobs. You get in there and you're playing against people who've been playing Team Fortress 2 for the last 8 years, or however long the damn game's been out. That's an exaggeration. It hasn't been out that long. But you get the idea, right? People who play this game every day. And you get in there and just get destroyed. And never mind the fact that everyone is constantly telling you that you're horrible. Again, that's that toxicity. But let's be clear, there's two kinds of toxicity. I really wish we had two different terms for this. Because there's the truly toxic, which is the extreme stuff, which I'm not even going to repeat here, because I don't like cursing, and I don't like talking about some of the topics that are talked about in true toxicity. So let's just move that over to the side here. The thing that tends to get to me more is not the truly toxic stuff. It's the stuff that you look at it and it's like, they're negative, they're derogatory, they're passive-aggressive, they constantly say, oh, good job feeding, or good job doing this thing, or whatever. I've seen this myself even in Heroes of the Storm. I've seen this in DoTA, I've seen this in LoL. Someone earlier mentioned trying Heroes of New Earth and getting into that, and they were like, oh, you should just go uninstall the game because you have no idea what you're doing. You know, I think that was Rapelli who said that. And that is also a very valid barrier to entry. Now, if you don't understand why, I just want to go over this really quick. Let's say you're someone who has either social anxiety issues or personal issues, or you're just not that used to being in a group or a crowd. You're not a huge person who's really into social interactions. Okay. Now, I know at least some of you understand what I mean by this, because you are more inclined to take something that someone random stranger says a lot more seriously than most other people are. You're going to look at someone telling you in a passive-aggressive manner, not the true toxicity, but the passive-aggressive, vile crap telling you, oh, you're terrible, or oh, you shouldn't even be playing this game, or why are you doing this, or why did you do that, not trying to help you, not trying to coach you on what you need to do, just telling you you're bad. Or just telling you you're horrible. And what Henson said is absolutely correct. Because when I know I suck at DoTA 2. I am fully open about this. But I freely admit that if the enemy team, because I have my own anxiety issues, despite being a huge extrovert. I know it's a weird contrast. But I freely admit, if I was playing that game against random people, not with my viewers, not with people I know, and that my team was just constantly telling me, dude, you're terrible. What are you doing? Why are you just sitting there? Why are you feeding? Oh my God, why did you die to that? I know they're right. I know I'm bad. And that makes it worse. And it kind of sucks. Now, all of that being said, there is one other thing that can be said for this kind of thing, and it's the throw them into the fire style of training. Now, I've done this myself. I've actually trained other people like this myself. In other words, rather than trying to ease you into a game, just flinging you into it and saying, go, and try to figure it out. There is something to be said for that matter of training. But ultimately, I think that boils down to the individual. In other words, some people will be totally cool with, okay, I just got to make it work, and make it work, and they get better. But that does not change the fact that there is that barrier to entry, both in terms of the player base and in terms of the everything else that I've already been talking about. Now, I do want to add something that is a huge positive to this game. I actually mentioned it earlier, and I think Fearsome totally... okay, Schmeidhoff, that's fine with me. You can go ahead and link. I'm not going to look at it though, Mr. Spawn. But I will say a huge positive to Dota 2 is this right here. Here's the heroes. Bam! They're all there. They're all free. Go. I actually find myself wondering what the economic model is of Dota 2, because I know how Heroes makes money, I know how Smite makes money, and I know how LoL makes money. I have no idea what you can actually spend money on in Dota 2 in order to get that stuff going. Nevertheless, I do think it's unique, because to my knowledge, none of the other systems let you just play everyone simultaneously. You know, they don't just let you, whoa, that was not ban-worthy. Unban. Spawn kills. My caps lock is apparently on. Whoever banned Mr. Spawn, he asked permission for the link. Okay. So, totally lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, so it's a different approach to have, like, every single hero available at the start. Not 100% sure what I think about that, because it is... I'm not even sure if I could call that a positive or a minus, as weird as that sounds. It is just very different. Most of the other systems, and again, Smite and Heroes both are in this manner, they have it so that you rotate which ones are free, and that encourages you to try, and of course with the quest system in Heroes, that encourages you to try new stuff. It gives you a chance to try things out. It also tries to encourage you to buy the actual hero, because eventually it will rotate out. Now, of course, you can buy... You see how that works. That's how their economic one works. You actually buy the heroes. And here you only buy cosmetic stuff, which is a very different perspective, and I'm not really sure what I think of that. Like I said, it is just different. I don't have anything else to add to that. So apparently they want me to play as the Crystal Maiden. I heard that earlier. Jaina. You want me to play as Jaina? Of course you do. Ah, so here we are. Here's the cosmetic stuff. There's the money. I could spend $2.50 for that, $2.50 for that, $2.50 for that, or $35 for this. That's true. Deacon has a valid point. Valve can afford to not encourage you to spend money on it and just let you spend money on cosmetics. Hey, Benoth. For those of you who don't know what I mean by that, again, it's kind of the... Well, see, now what Formosan says is true. This is still, ironically, a little bit of a barrier to entry, because if you're first playing this game and you see this list of selectable heroes, your first reaction is going to be, and you'll notice they're grouped by this thing. Now you can see, well, I want to play a carry. There we go. Okay, I want to play a support. I don't actually know what I'm looking at here. I want to play a disabler. I want to play a jungler. They do have these. Different things here. So that's actually kind of neat that they have. So this is good. The fact that they have this, the filter to show, okay, well, I want to play this kind of a character. That's actually really good. That removes some of my my aggravations, my dislike of the massive selection of heroes. So the really hard junglers are apparently some guy, some girl, something, and some guy. No, I'm sorry, I was going to talk... There's apparently a limited pool mode, which is basically, you know, gives you a much smaller pool of heroes. I'm guessing that's all the easy heroes based on design. See if I can figure out what CM stands for. Oh, it is Crystal Maiden. CM apparently stands for Crystal Maiden. Okay, damn it, Samurai. Let's go ahead and do one more bot match to try and get used to the gameplay a little bit better, and then we'll do a PvP match where I will lose us the match. So, let's get off this screen. What should I play as? Never mind. Arcenter says play as Crystal Main. I'll trust you. So, yes, that's what I want. I'm gonna do my best here, guys. Again, I want to make it. It probably the words coming out of my mouth sound more negative, but I do not feel negative. If that makes any sense, I'm just trying to discuss this from my total noob perspective. So now I have two people telling me totally different things in chat. Who do I listen to? Who do I listen to? Wait. Hang on. Schmeidolf! What the hell, man? Stop being a coach. Be a player. Have fun, caffeine. Good luck with the lag. I will never listen to you, Arcenter. And I add friends, but I don't have any friends. Yes. Accept. There we go. Okay. No longer as a dude. Radiant, medium, pop. Go! That is admittedly the thing here, Fearsome. Is this fun from the perspective of a total noob? I mean, I could talk about the gameplay all day long, and I can't talk about the story because there is none. But, I shouldn't say none. Dota 2, from what I understand, is a lot like Mario Kart. Both of them have a decent amount of flavor lore, but no real lore. Do whatever you want to, Schmeinoff. I am apparently playing the Crystal Maiden. Why are we looking for a match? We're all here. We have a team. Why is there a... You're writing it, Arcenter. I do intend to do a full video on the concept of flavor lore, because I haven't actually done that yet. And I will be doing it with Mario Kart, because I think that's really the best game to showcase that in. I know you're serious, Arcenter. Why do we not have a match yet? Why do we not have a match yet? There we go. God, come on. I don't understand the delay. Come on. Alright. The Suckening, take 2. The Wait for Deacon. Not yet, Sigoten. I saw that he posted it, I just haven't gone through it, because that was this morning when I found that. Well, so does LOL, Fearsome, even though they've abandoned it. Alright. Let's try to not feed so much. Oh, stretch. No, Arcenter. Absolutely not. That would invalidate the point of this looking at. A random new player who does not have friends to play with is not going to be using voice chat. Or they're going to be using voice chat with people who are horrible. So no. We didn't do voice chat in Smite. We didn't do voice chat in Heroes. We're not doing voice chat in LoL or Strife or in Han. That is part of the deal. We are now waiting on Schmeidolf this time. Join us, Schmeidolf. Oh, there we go. Okay, Crystal... Crystal, Crystal. There she is. You. I will mention that Dota 2 does have built-in voice chat. That is something worth mentioning. I know Heroes does not. I don't think Smite does. And I don't know if LoL does or not. We'll find out. Or Han, or Strife. It would be kind of nice if we could play Supernova. I'm really hoping for that beta invite soon before I finish this. But if not, I'll just look at Supernova in the future. What am I waiting on? Oh, I'm waiting on the enemy to pick bots. Who or what is Axe?
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
We should be on US, might off. There we go.
Feel the chill.
Okay. First thing I want to go for this time is...
Prepare for battle.
Into the breach.
Ah, big red dude, got it. I don't know, Samurai, that's the whole point. I became aware of... Thank you, Arcenter. For Arcenter's creating the authentic experience here by calling someone a noob and then telling them to kill themselves and uninstall.
30 seconds to battle.
Oh wait, I'm creeping. Right, I'm creeping. We'll get this first, and then we'll push into E. I should be actually with Fearsome up here.
Let's go.
Except Arcenter is way the hell down here. I don't know what lane you're in, Arcenter. So I suppose we'll just go here.
Until someone's frozen solid.
Thank you.
I move.
I'm curious if the day-night cycle actually has any impact in this one, or if it's just the
Agreed.
the visual range thing, like it was in, you know, Dota.
Down.
Wow, that took a lot of my mana.
Down you go.
Alpha is usually the technical stage of the game, aka getting the physical code working. Beta is usually trying out from a game design perspective, which is usually when you have more people playing in it.
My eyes spike deep.
Okay, so some heroes do change based on day-night. That's pretty cool. Luna's changing makes degree of sense.
Colder already. Swiftly.
Yeah, I'm not gonna... I'm at level 2 or 3 or whatever I'm on out here.
Swift as the wolves of Ice Rack. I thought as much.
No Shadow. Alpha and Beta are it.
You will shiver in your forest.
Here I come. Fangs of ice.
That's a good question. I repeat Repelli's question. Anyone here actually enjoy watching MOBAs and tournaments and stuff? I am not one of those people personally, although I like watching the occasional crazy play, but I tend to enjoy that in the games I know better, like, for example, StarCraft 2, or Heroes.
Indeed. Ah.
No, she does not. In Warcraft 3. Seazolg. Let's see something here, shall we? Where's the... Whoop, back up, back up, back up.
My temperature's dropping.
I think that's what I want. Whoop, whoop. Pay attention.
Cold cash.
2,000? Jeez Louise.
Ice, take you.
First blood.
Bag and tag.
I've said it before and I've said it again. The reason MOBAs get so much attention... What's the difference between these two? Like, I don't actually... Oh, that allows you to teleport to heroes. That's the difference. Is because of the seesaw effect. So many people started getting into it, and then so more people would get into it because other people get into it, and so forth and so on. It's the football thing all over again. The American football thing all over again. I feel like I've missed some things in chat. Oh, you're fine, Arcenter. I imagine that's the idea here. And apparently you can pay for a custom announcer instead of the Unreal Tournament one, which is interesting. Okay, so 100% honesty times. This is kind of boring. And I've already actually talked about this in the exact same manner as it was in DoTA. In other words, there's a lot of back and forth on the front lines, no real action, no real movement, just sitting here,
Agreed.
trying not to go too far forward, trying not to go too far back, trying not to go too far forward, trying to push the other side without pushing. I get that there's a severe tactical side to this. I really do. Don't mistake me for just not understanding. I just personally don't find this kind of gameplay that engaging. Just sitting here on the front line like this. I don't know if this is always like this, but I feel like the early game is a little bit slow in Dota 2.
I move.
I'm only going to say early game because I know this changes a lot at end game.
The ice wolves bite.
I also get why the early game's there. It's a valid point of the strategy. It's one of those weird catch-22 things. You know, I call it boring, but it's shrug. You know. Hey, they're making an Angry Birds movie,
I'll not argue.
which is just kind of disgusting if I'm honest. Okay, so which one do I want? Yeah, that's kind of what I mean, Joven. The pace of this game is much slower than either Smite or Heroes, the other two I've looked at so far.
Here I come.
Haste.
Yeah, okay. That's what we'll do. Whoa! Wrong button there. Yes, I know, Samurai. I've actually seen it already. I'm actually going to be spending money on it.
Swiftly.
Actually, I am deliberately not trying to last hit order. Although it looks like I'm alone now, so it doesn't really matter at this point, but whatever.
Here's ice in your eye. Claimed.
Oh, yeah, another one.
Indeed.
Ah! And I'm dead. Yeah, that was a stun. And that was the end of that.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
I think ultimately I'm going to call this game coffee. I'm still going to try the versus player mount, but I do have to say that so far, while I actually know a little bit of the early game strats in Dota 2, just a little bit, I know that there's a lot of racing, basically, trying to make sure that you get the gold and the experience necessary to be able to reach the necessary point in the game before the other team does. Lord knows jungling is actually a really big deal in early game, in games like this. I actually remember when people made a huge stink in League of Legends when they did something to negative, or was it League of Legends or Dota 2? I actually don't remember now. It was one of the two. They made a big change to negatively impact jungling, which fundamentally changed like the entirety of the entire game's meta because of how much that affected early game, which had a domino effect on everything after it. So it's not like I don't get it. I just don't enjoy it. You know, does that make any sense? This is coffee, like I said.
My eyes spice deep. Here I come. I thought as much.
Yeah, new characters always cost 15 grand. I think you're right. I think it was League of Legends.
Your middle tower is
This would have been sometime this year. Earlier this year, I believe. I forget the exact change too, so please don't ask, because I don't remember. But it was something that really did just fundamentally make jungling way, way less worthwhile. Especially considering how difficult it was to jungle in, I believe it was LoL.
Missing top. I'll freeze you fast.
your middle tower is under attack.
Axe says middle is missing.
Ice, take you.
Sure, we'll try out her ultimate.
The ice will fight. You're under attack.
I do kind of wish I could zoom the camera out a little bit more. Like, not too much. I don't want to see the whole map like this is Supreme Commander or something like that. But it would be nice to be able to zoom it out a little bit more. Maybe this is just me, but I feel almost claustrophobic with how tight in the camera is. Yes, I know, it's the Warcraft 3 camera. But,
Down, you
again, that's
go.
just me. I'm not saying it's good or bad. Ah, crud. Ow. Ow. And I'm dead. Just... Yeah, wow! All 5 enemy players came after me for that one. Does it say... It does say channeled. Okay, good. I don't know, Order 1, honestly.
Ice never dies.
That's not really true. I'm saving up 2,000 Arcenter. Although apparently I shouldn't be doing that, so let's go ahead and buy something else. What is that called? Mechanism. Let's see if I can figure out what a Oh, I can search. Mechanism. Okay, so I need all sorts of stuff to make this happen. Like, all sorts of stuff. Jeez Louise, I need tons of stuff. Okay. Let's make this happen first. Nope. Can I just click this? I can! Okay, that's a nice convenience feature. Being able to just click the recipe
Your top tower is under attack.
and
I'm not ready.
get what you want. Okay, so I also need a headdress, which requires lots of other things. Is it just... Oh, apparently you can just buy the top item. Wow, I'm stupid.
Axe reports top is missing.
So I need 900 to get the recipe, or just 2,300. So yeah, let's get 900 to... Oh no, it says right there, 900 to complete. So wait, hang on. If I click that, will it spend the 2300 or the 900? I'll need to find that out when I get to 900. Bzz. Go! Crystal Maiden of Slowness. So what do I have now? Nothing really. Axe Cop. I'm really torn on the talents versus items thing. As I said before, ultimately they are effectively the same thing, just different ways to
Swiftly.
different ways to express the same mechanic, aka you play, you advance, you get stronger, and you have a choice on how you get stronger. And in both cases, there are the so-called default builds that you want to do, and in both cases... Whoops, that's the wrong button. And in both cases... oh, God! In both cases, there's the outlier builds that are, you know, cool and interesting. And difficult to pull off, and yada yada yada. I think I like talents a little bit more personally. But again, I think that's because, as I've said earlier,
To battle.
the... Damn it, Dragwin, really? I'd make a Bond joke here, but I don't feel like it. Because it's a lot more new player friendly. You know, you look at the talents, it's like, oh, this does this. Pazam.
Down.
Have some mana regen, guys.
Tower is under attack.
On.
I do kind of wish the camera wouldn't drift as I move the mouse around. That's a little disorienting. I get why they do it. It's just disorienting, like I said. Screw it. Well, guys, I just got my very first kill ever. And never will get another one. I even died to get the kill. Alright, what's this? Oh, that's the one I don't care about. That's the root. That's true, Javan.
You only live ice.
Oh, really? That is a terrible pun. You only live ice. I'm just waiting a few more seconds. There we go. Let's buy the recipe here. There we go. We have the mechanism. Mechanism. Which is not bad, looks like. Oh, something just happened. Oh, well, go.
The breach.
While I continue to look at the
The
shop
enemy's
here.
top tower has fallen.
Hell, I'd watch that, Marley.
Wicked sick kill.
Love that. Wicked sick. Yeah, okay. Go away, shop. How do I... There we go.
Double damage.
What does this active do? Restores health and gives some ally, yada yada yada. Okay.
Move.
Oh, Jesus, really? Ah, that's the... So, the space bar centers the camera on the hero in Heroes of the Storm, so I just automatically hit space to center the camera on me and get away as quickly as possible. As you can see, space doesn't do that in Dota 2. Space goes to most recent event, just like in Warcraft 3. So,
Bountiful.
yeah. Not that I'm sure I would have gotten away from that anyways, but... Ow!
It just keeps getting better.
Like I said, I think I've already made my my judgment on this game. It is coffee. It is not something that I enjoy personally, even though I cannot call it bad. In fact, Dota 2 has several very good design choices I've already talked about. The convenience of the item shop feature, the courier thing that goes that enables you to go back and forth, the significance of the meta, the all heroes available, and you only have to spend money purely on cosmetic stuff, you know, etc., etc., etc. There is some good design choices here. It's just, it's like Dark Souls. It's coffee. Not my thing. Well, we will do the one more match, and then we'll see if that judgment goes up or down. And I'm staying in my lane, because if I don't, then my teammates will yell at me and tell me that I need to go back in time and convince my mother to not ever have me born. I've heard that one before, personally, actually.
Dire's structures are fortified. Your middle tower is under attack.
Just me.
Your middle tower has fallen.
Nope, Hanson, nope. Gotta stay in my lane. That's what I have learned.
Dire's structures
Let's go ahead
are
and
fortified.
stay out of this.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Forward.
No, Shadow. Sean Connery, also known as the real James Bond. Oh, jeez, oh,
Your
jeez, oh,
middle
jeez.
tower is under
Agreed.
attack.
Bravery and
Well,
stupidity.
I'm dead.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
I do, thank you, Prog. I do, find it interesting that the resurrection time seems to be lower. How do they control resurrection time in this one? Does anyone know? I mean, I could just go out and die over and over, but, it looks like the overall res time is slower, or quicker, excuse me. You know, a quicker comeback, basically, than without.
Not argue.
What is my team? I mean, there's him, and there's him. And that's like it. So, don't actually know where to go right now. Okay, resurrection increases with level, so it's straight out of Dota. Okay.
Agreed.
So never mind. I can't give that a positive or a negative. It's just Dota again.
Indeed. To battle.
Your top tower is under attack.
Really, Mr. Spawn? That's interesting.
Here I come.
Is
Your
this?
middle tower is under attack.
I thought as much.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking so far, Schmeidolf.
Your middle tower has fallen.
And like I said,
Will spite.
coffee. Reminding me of why I quit playing Dota. I see.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Yes.
Well, you see, I have no idea what's going on. I am ignorant.
Freeze you fast.
Gotta crank that APM.
I take you.
Yep, just like Dark Souls, Joven.
I've got goosebumps. My eyes fight.
Gotta tell you, I'm looking forward to playing LOL in a second. Yes, I know they're destroying our base, Ensign. Yep, it worked. See, one of the things I've noticed in MOBAs in general, hell, even in RTSs, is one of the most effective defenses is to immediately turn around and go on offense and force them to either maintain their offense under the assumption that they can actually push harder than you can, or to withdraw to defense and not allow you to gain any gains. So I tend to go hard on offense the moment I see them going hard on offense. That's pretty much my usual strategy there. It's not always true. No, come on. No!
The enemy's top tower is falling.
Die! Just die! Bastard. So anyways. Frickin' jackass. Getting in my way. Anyways, like I said, Prog, it's a on the fly judgment call. I guess I could hit X, but man, that would just take time and effort. I don't know, man. I could just walk back. Hey, Corrales. You haven't played Sonic Lost World? It's not bad. It's not one of the better Sonics, but I also don't think it's one of the worst Sonics. Then again, the worst Sonics are really bad, so I suppose, you know, grain of salt and all that.
The enemy's bottom tower has fallen.
Let's see. I have no idea what to buy now. Aghanim Scepter. We'll just, screw it, we'll just go for Aghanim Scepter, even though the match shouldn't last long enough to make that happen. Where's my nearest tower? I guess you will do.
Forward.
Come on, there we go.
Double damage.
Into the breach.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
The ice wolves bite.
Hey, Brennian. Actually, I only have the level 1 boots, so I don't think I can do that, bro. Ow! I'm dead. Yeah, I'm dead, I'm dead. That was unavoidable. I suppose the... Let's see, what do we got going on down here? Nothing. Cleaning. No one's killing the raid boss.
Unstoppable double kill. Wicked sick.
I will agree that the CC timer seems high, but then again, I'm used to Heroes, which again is a faster game in general, and even the CC is also in general quicker. You know, you get stunned for a second and a half, and 5 people die in 12 seconds. You know, hell, 12 is outside like 6 seconds.
Let's go.
Let's see. Can I?
Coin.
Swiftly.
I'm sorry, Baronian.
Here I come.
Well, let's see if I can do it. I can't! I can, however, teleport to allied units, just not heroes.
Down you go.
Alright, here's a question for you guys. This is what we in the business like to refer to as an opinion question.
Monster kill.
It's just a heal, man. Oh, you mean for you. Yeah, sure, hang on. Ah!
Not enough mana.
What?! That's a problem I haven't had before. So what do you guys prefer, longer matches or shorter matches?
Yes.
because both have their own pluses and minuses.
Ice, take you.
Yeah, I was not expecting to not have the mana to use the ability I wanted to use when I wanted to use it. I was totally unprepared for that. Like a noob, of course.
Fangs of ice.
Psst, spoiler alert, guys. I'm a noob.
My ice bites deep. Into the breach.
I'm just gonna follow other people. I am yours to command, other people.
I thought as much.
I'll not argue.
Yeah, sure. Apparently, he's immune to magic.
Ice in your eye.
Thanks for letting me know, Schmeidolf, before I blew my ultimate. Whatever, he's dead.
Immortality is mine.
Ugh.
I move.
Let's see.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Okay, sure.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Personally, I do prefer shorter matches. For the reasons I've already discussed, I don't really feel the need to reiterate there. I get the appeal of longer matches. It's actually kind of... it reminds me of a big argument I've heard in Formula 1. I watch Formula 1 for anybody who's not aware of that. In Formula 1, the most races are about an hour and a half. Quite a few laps, usually about 50 to 60 laps of the track, right? Depends on how long the track is. The idea there is because, and there are, again, this is a preference thing, because the idea there is it's not just about being able to accomplish the goal, it's about being able to accomplish the goal for an hour and a half, you know, because it adds to tire strategy, it adds to wear and tear on the actual physical driver, it adds to wear and tear on the car, etc., etc. So longer matches in a game like this, in a sport, if I could just put it that way, like League of Legends or DoTA, is all about you trying to see if you could go the distance, in addition to being able to have the skill for the early, mid, late, etc. stuff, right? Now, that being said, this exact same argument has been used in raids, in MMOs, for why certain bosses have huge health pools, even if they don't have particularly complicated strategies to them.
Here's ice in your eye.
They still take forever to kill because they want to test you to see if you can go the distance. Now, I personally disagree with that, but that is admittedly, again, preference. It's not positive or negative. It's not better or worse. It's just I prefer to have the skill check, you know, skill check, gear check, whatever, and then be done with it, rather than having the skill check, the skill check, the skill check, the skill check. To me, that gets old. Even Formula 1, which I love watching, don't mistake me, and I've watched for years. Whoops, wrong button. I get bored of, because it's like you know, there's certain the early race is awesome. The late race is usually very boring, because by that point everyone's settled in. There are exceptions, of course. And I think I'm gonna push. And the middle race is where most of the really interesting stuff happens. Most of the battles, most of the tire strategy, etc. So you could chop off so much of that padding, in my opinion, if you lowered the amount of laps required. Again, though, this is all opinion. This is all just my perspective on it. And yeah, they're coming. I'm gonna blow it. I'm gonna get interrupted. And I'm dead. I'm dead. Death with honor! Worked, though. Pulled them back. Got them off of defense. Yeah, panic, absolutely. Anybody wants to join me for when I go through League, which will be immediately after this, by the way, you are more than welcome to join me. Now again, there are plenty of discussions to be had for the longer matches, for the longer races, for the longer bosses. Again, the endurance test is a very valid perspective to have. It is one thing to be able to pull something off that's difficult. It is another thing to do it for, you know, however many minutes or hours in a row, right? It is, it allows for completely different perspective. I mean, if you're aiming for a strategy that is intended to win in 10 minutes or 20 minutes, you are literally aiming for a different strategy. You are literally trying to push yourself in a different direction than you would if you're trying to aim for a late-game strategy. Now, that being said, it is valid to note that you could squish all of that with the proper design choices, and I would argue Heroes does. There is a definitive early, mid, and late game in Heroes of the Storm. That is a thing, you know. That is, and each of those are pretty different from each other. But that's because they specifically designed it to be squished like that. That's on the developers to do that, not the players, if you know what I mean.
That's nice.
I don't think they'd go for that, Berenian.
Down you go.
Again, like I said, there really is... okay, Samurai. There really is no right answer here. I'm just trying to discuss the differences between long game, short game mentality. And again, I feel like I really do feel like this applies to sports in general, to any kind of thing. Let me use another example of this. Anybody out there watch football? Excuse me, soccer. Anyone out there watch soccer? Whoa, hello. Oh wow, immune to magic. Wasn't ready for that. Nope, pull out. Flee! Actually, I don't need to flee all the way. Why don't we do this instead? Right. There. Yeah, exactly, Shadow. And again, I would consider sport to be sport. I would consider chess to be another sport in the same mindset. Yeah, I believe that, Javan. I actually watch a little bit of soccer/football, you know, whatever you want to call it. I find it interesting. I actually think it is one of the better sports to watch, in my opinion. And I could go into all the reasons. That's not the point of this discussion. The point of this discussion is I feel like soccer has a really good match size. 90 minutes. 2 halves, 45 minutes each, with a little bit of overage based on how that works. No interruptions, no stalls, no nothing. Just bam. I feel like that's a good sweet point. It's not too long, like, say, American football, which can drag on forever, or baseball, which can drag on forever. And, but I also don't think it's too short. There is plenty of variance in strategy based on the fact that, you know, the late game perspective there.
Here I come.
I will also say that one of the things I like about soccer is the fact that every goal is significant because of the fact that there's just so few goals, because of the way the sport is designed. But that, again, that's off topic. I'm trying to talk about the short-long thing here. I need a little bit more gold. See if we can get it.
Yes.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
No!
Your bottom tower is under attack.
I have a level that I can't do anything with.
Structures are fortified.
My eye spikes deep.
Your bottom tower.
Oh, I could just put it into stats. Damn it, I could have been putting it into stats this whole time. Instead of the frickin' root I'm not even using.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Down you go.
Sorry, Progue. I'm saving.
Down.
The enemy's middle barracks has fallen. Your bottom tower is under attack. The enemy's middle barracks has fallen.
I don't know, so far I have not gotten a lot of use out of roots. I'm sure that has nothing to do with the fact that I'm terrible. I got this, Rasulia.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, hey, we have the money for it now. I have the money for it now. I'll go and finish him off and then flee. Flee, flee!
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
I think I'm getting a little bit more used to the interface. I just have to keep telling myself I'm playing Warcraft 3. Okay, where is it? There it is. Oh, I need to go. Shoot, where's the secret shop? Is this it?
I thought as much.
Just mash F1 on the way down there. F1. Or I could just hold F1. Nope, that didn't work. No, I'm not even going to be able to buy Aghanim's Scepter. No! I totally contributed. By which I mean I was a complete drag on the team yet again. Yes! Total drag on the team. Ugh, okay, so how bad was I? Holy freaking crap. That just bust off. Oh my god. That was the armchair of my chair that just bust off. Like literally just snapped in half. Sheared the plastic right off. Wow. Wow. I have actually never had that happen to me before in my life. Yikes. I'm fine. I'm more worried about this thing. I'm just really shocked by this. I mean, I know you guys can't see it, but I mean, this is like 1.5 inch thick plastic that is just sheared. Wow. And for the record, all that I did was I leaned on it with about half my weight to sit back up. Like, I wasn't like leaning on it or pushing down on it or smacking. I was just leaning forward to get up. Like just maybe 50 pounds of pressure, and it just sliced right off. Wow. Okay. Anyways, let's see how I did. Okay, so I had the least amount of last hits. That was on purpose. Terrible gold per minute, terrible X per minute, 3 kills, 7 deaths. Yeah, 4 assists. So I was the worst player. Yay! God damn it. And I just went to rest my arm on the armrest that isn't there anymore. I got a profile badge. Don't really know what that means exactly. I mean, I know what it means, but... God damn it. Hang on a second, guys. No. Yes, Javan, absolutely. I'm sorry, I gotta I gotta look for something really quick. But then we'll be doing a Dota 2 match against other players where we will lose. I'll be right back. So I just got back into the chair, and I went to rest my hand on it for a second to help me get into it, and I nearly fell because there was nothing there to rest my hand on. So, alright, let's do it. We want to play against other people. Normal match, because we can't do ranked, because it's locked. Apparently we're losing Deacon. I don't know what these things mean. Should we be doing all pick? What, Arcantor? What? Apparently I need to select US East only. US East. There. Apparently I'm losing Arc. Okay, I could just do a random match without anybody I know. Which is kind of meh. Okay, I'll pick. And if anybody else here, we apparently have room. If anybody wants to get in here, now's a good time. Because I'm only doing this one last match. This is the last match I'm doing. Looks like we're going to have 2 slots available. So get in here. Good luck on the interview, by the way, Arcantor. 10 minutes? Man. I'm not waiting 10 minutes, dude. Holy crap. I mean, I guess what can I do for 10 minutes while streaming? I don't really have anything else to talk about. Here, I'll kick Creamy out, assuming I can. Or it won't let me. No. There we go. Or that happened. Okay. Oh. I guess we could browse the heroes for 10 minutes. So here's the heroes. Let's play the game. Let's see if we can guess who's what. Okay, so this is Death Knight Arthas, excuse me. This is that goblin dude they added in Frozen Throne, who's riding the ogre. This is a... I forget what they're actually called, but the wisp frickin' thing. Wait. This is $115? Moving on. We have what looks like an Illidan, just a demon hunter. There's Grom, aka the I suddenly can't think of the class name. The Dryad, except horrifying. The Bat Rider, the Troll Bat Rider. That's probably, well, I'm actually not sure who that is. I'm thinking that's Rexar. Another Illidan. Chen, aka the Brew Dude from Frozen Throne. Oh, the Quillbore. I should have known that one earlier. Disgusting Horribleness. Centaur. Oh, this is the, like the Warg Rider or whatever for the Orc. Ah, that's who it was, Schmeidhoff. I'm not sure which mounted unit this is. So I give up on that one. Actually, given the way she's that looks very Night Elfy. I'm gonna go ahead and guess that this is Tyrande, because we know the other one isn't. It's obvious. Not sure actually on this one. Oh, that was Thrall. You're right. You're right. That's Thrall. Because he leans back super hard. I forgot about how they did that. Jaina, really obvious. Not sure on that one. Also, oh, maybe it isn't man, I don't know. Henson is not someone I already have, so let's just... No, that's plates. Add a friend. Sort of. Okay, who are you, Henson? Help me out, man. Or you could just add me. I'm Zagmus. I'm a lot easier to find. Oh, that could be the Farseer, aka the Orc Shaman from Warlords. Maybe they are made of pudding. Maybe they are. Sorry, I was all tabbed, looking something up really quick. Anyways, so, Troll Witch Doctor Dude, Banshee. That's probably Thrall. He's even got the hammer. One of the demon things, I forget which. Gee. A guy! I think that's actually specifically the captain, but yeah, you know. Basic dude. Obvious. Not sure. My first thought is Tauren, but I think that might actually be modeled after the stone giants or whatever. Not sure who that is. That actually no, that's the Yeti. That's the Yeti. Oh, Henson has found us. Accept. Okay, so Tauren. Not sure, because that's not Blade Master. Oh, nice models. I actually don't know who this one is. Unless... Sure thing, Fearsome. I wanted to check that out anyways. Dryad. Void Stalker thingy. Gross dude. I should actually know that. It's the whatcha-fig. I can't think of what it's called. The old god thing. Obvious. Really obvious. I feel like this is the Troll Berserker. See you around, Jovan. Kael'thas. Maybe? I think so. A wisp. Chimera. That's Blade Master. Archmage from Humans. The Janus Father's model, which is actually based on the infantry dude. I have no idea what this is. Let's exit for a moment. As my viewers are like, why is he still doing this? Okay, so let's... where... Henson is not online, but Arkentor is, like, back. Oh, Garethos! That's who that was. Henson is not online, so I can't actually, invite him. I do want to show off the arcade. I have no idea where it is. I'm guessing it's under custom. 10v10, naval warfare, overthrow. Well, hang on. Let's see if we can try to invite him, despite him being offline. Can't invite him. It's not even an option. Hang on just a second. Let me see if we can add him here. Yeah, I can't invite you, Henson. Meanwhile, let's go back to the arcade, because I do want to see this arcade thing. I almost wish I could look at all the arcade, but I don't have all day. And I do have other games to look at, so we're going to have to decide which arcade. So anybody who's looked at the arcade, if there's a map you think would be really worth going into, that'd be awesome. I am open to suggestions. This does look a lot like the StarCraft 2 arcade, and everything that's awesome about that. I do really hope... as I say, the arcade, to my knowledge, is like brand freaking new. Like, this just came out this month, or excuse me, last month, didn't it? War Chasers. I'm seeing a couple suggestions here. Angel Arena, Epic Boss, Pudge War. Oh, Pudge Wars. I remember that. And a bot. Overthrow? What is Overthrow? Slater is either the first to earn the goal number of kills or the team with the most kills on the ends. Interesting. DoTA Strikers. Is it like Mega Man Soccer? Let's see if Henson is on yet. Online, I mean. Nope. Ah! Get away. Go away. Wraith Knight? Wraith Knight. Oh, there's Wraith Knight. Oh, I know what this is. Skill Shot Wars? How do I... Face off in 5v5, putting your skills to the test with 4. Accepting Rezulia. Abilities. Hard to land abilities. First term to team to 50 kills wins. No. Oh, hang on. Henson sent me a whisper. But, like, what the hell? He's still showing us offline to me. So I got nothing. I got nothing. I don't know how to fix that. So we're going to go ahead and go, I guess. We're going to be playing against other players! Dramaticness. Alright, let's do it. I am going to lose, just as a heads up. I'm going to lose this game for us, and I'm not going to mean to. Just a heads up. Oh god, I'm gonna lose so hard. Meanwhile, I've been playing Fallout Whatcha-Fig lately on a friend's phone. Let's see how that's going, shall we? Let's see. Everyone's dead and dying and cursing my name. No, I kid. Although... Welcome back from the wasteland. What's your face? Go in there. Level up, level up. God, so many babies. Quick, get all the women pregnant. Fallout Shelter, that's it. I gotta be honest. Fallout Shelter, I mean, I've only played it for a few hours, but so far it looks very much like a mobile game. An extremely well-executed mobile game. But the actual core, the meat of the game is just another mobile game. There's nothing really interesting or unique or whatever about it. It's just, here's another mobile game. I need to upgrade this, like, right now. You should stream it. Okay, so I'm streaming it right now. I'm playing it right now. I just upgraded my water place because we're all starving to death. Or, excuse me, dehydrating to death? Yeah, that's kind of the problem, Mark Hunter. It's like, well, it's designed to make you keep playing forever. The fail conditions are interesting in the fact that they're kind of not. The graphics are actually surprisingly good for a mobile game. I also am really fond of the flavor texts. But again, there's just kind of... I mean, like I said, there's no real meat to this. Sure, Schmidolf, we will show that off. Why not, as they say. Who are you? You are charismatic, so why don't you go into the radio station that I don't have, because I don't have enough caps? Go somewhere that isn't here. Go here. You! Hey! I gotta say, trying to play a mobile game long-term also just irritates the unholy snot out of me. Why, you ask? I do not like touch controls. I never have. Oh, hang on. Quick, before we go, send this guy out to the wasteland. Go, man! Research all the things. Actually, we aren't full. Schmidolf is a non-player. We could have actually gotten you in here. So, oh, there it goes. Okay. I'm just gonna go Crystal Maiden again, because I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. So... yeah, exactly, Leslands. I've done that, too. I just do not like touch controls. I'm not willing to call them fundamentally bad, but... yeah, not my thing at all. Yes, Schmidolf, we can hear everything you're saying. Everything. Apparently I will be up top, which I can just click there and be like, this is where I will be. That's actually a nice feature. That you can click the lane saying, this is where I plan to go. I actually personally cannot think of a game where touch controls I actually enjoyed. Then again, I also don't really care for motion controls either. Looking at you, the Wii.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
No! Not my mouse! Not my mouse!
Ice is nice.
Ice is apparently nice, guys. Okay,
Prepare for battle.
you got it, Schmeidolf. And I'm
Into
off.
the breach.
And I'm gonna go ahead and get this first. You told me to buy a starting item, Schmeidolf, so I bought a smiting item. Or a smiting item? A starting item.
30 seconds to battle.
It is 2. Look, here. Early game. Boots of Speed. It's right there, man. See? Oh, you meant one of the starting items. Sure, Arcenter? I don't care. Apparently you want me up here. Okay. You want me to go over here now. Oh my god, this is... You want me to go way over here. Look at this. Okay, and then I have to go back.
It's
get-
all fun and games until
all the way
someone's
back.
frozen solid.
And now I'm supposed to go up here.
Swiftly.
So let's do it, guys. Let's go up here. Let's just stand here. This is it, guys. This is it. Feeling the loss. Feeling the loss.
Arch, you might wanna mute Pink.
Who's
Go.
We will figure out how to mute people in just a moment.
Ice, take you. This one.
How the
all
hell?
mine.
Wow, they're already doing that, huh? Okay. Valid strategy, I suppose.
I thought as much.
Yeah, I saw that coming.
And it's already icing over.
Can you catch me?
Indeed.
Yeah, I don't think he can catch me. I don't think that's an issue. Back we go.
Yes.
13 health. Nice. Have some mana regen, everyone. Yeah, I admit the coaching feature is actually pretty nice.
Forward.
And ironically amusing, given the biggest problem I've had so far with this game, which is the lack of... Okay, so I'm supposed to buy a starting item. I should buy this strength item because I'm an int caster, and therefore it is logical for me to buy that. No, what I really want is actually this. So I was going to 8. That's actually the exact same freaking price. I'm just going to sit here for a minute. I refuse to buy the courier. Courier, whatever. Never gonna do it. Never. Okay, fine. Hang on. He wants me to buy stuff and I can't even see the text. He wants me to buy a courier, a Tongo, a clarity, and a teleportation scroll. A Tongo, a clarity, a courier, and a scroll. Okay, there, fine.
Your top tower is under attack.
Ian, place the courier. Crystal
Your
Maiden.
middle tower is under attack.
Wait.
Battle.
Oh, okay.
I move.
Here I am, Bregman. I'm trying not to. I've almost fallen out of my chair like 3 more times since the earlier incident. That's not a joke. It's just really weird not having... I'm one of those people who needs armrests. I am very strange about that. And Shmidov wants me to take the roots. Get him! Actually. Okay. Him.
Here's ice in your eye.
Do.
My ice bites deep.
And he wants me to get frostbite because he's weird. Weirdo.
The ice wolves bite.
Oh, hey, what's up? Whoa! What the hell? Did he actually root me? Because I could not move for like a full 2 seconds there. Oh well.
I didn't see that coming. Yes.
Go here, apparently.
Agreed.
Did the music just suddenly stop playing? Okay.
Hands of ice.
Oh, I see what you're doing, yeah. Why are you making me do this on ranged? I could do this on melees and be a lot more effective. What the hell, man? You're giving me bad advice!
Damn
Your top
you,
tower
go.
is under attack.
Here I come. To battle.
There we go. Ah, my allies are fine, Shmidov. They actually know how to play this game.
Indeed.
Use...
Your top tower is under attack.
I'll not argue.
Your top tower
Let's
is under
go.
attack.
Okay, I ate a tree.
Can kill him.
I move.
Your top tower is under attack.
Let's go.
Come on. Ah.
Your top tower
Oh
is
well.
under attack. Dire structures are fortified.
Might have lived through that if not for the second guy.
Your top tower is under attack.
Nothing like a little cool down.
Oh, I apparently need to buy something.
Missing bottom.
I have the boots.
Your top tower is under attack.
Ah, right. The boots that go away as soon as you're attacked.
Forward.
Hmm.
Swiftly. Faster. I'll freeze you fast. Let's go.
What can I say? I enjoy being axed
Down.
by large burly men. And yeah, I'm not even gonna try.
Run away, run away, run away, run away.
Or apparently I'm gonna try. my neck. Ugh.
Yes.
Let's go ahead and eat a tree.
On. To battle.
W, God.
Into the breach. Agreed. Forward.
God, my white damage is terrible.
Indeed.
Okay, you want me to buy another animal courier for some reason. What else was that? Observe awards and a magic stick. What?
On the left.
Ow. Ah, flying courier. Well, that's different. And then a... Ah. Okay.
We're just not communicating, man.
How do
Push top out.
Here I come.
Your bottom tower is
I...
under attack.
Push the
Dire
one with the
structures are
bag.
fortified. Your
Ah, there it
bottom
is.
tower is under attack.
God.
Faster.
Sorry, this is such a tiny screen. That icon I did not see at all. I'm like perusing my entire screen like, where the hell is the button? Couldn't find it.
Swiftly.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Anyway, so,
Yes.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Here's ice ride.
ink.
Get back. Just get back.
Ah, come on, camera.
Here I come.
Man, hell with that. I'm not going over there. Crazy talk. All right.
I thought as much.
He has blink.
Oh, god damn it. Yeah, saw that coming. Oh, I got my items though. Yay! So, you remember how I mentioned the coffee thing? This is the biggest coffee thing of all. You notice how the enemy team is almost entirely focused on us. This is why I call MOBAs a team deathmatch. Because the focus isn't really on the game so much as the enemy team. And I don't like team deathmatch. I haven't liked team deathmatch in forever. So I think that's one of the biggest reasons why I've just roamed out of most of the MOBAs, is because I don't find anything interesting or enjoyable about constantly focusing and killing the enemy team. Zoop.
Faster. Agreed.
Ah! You lied to me.
Your top tower is under attack.
Coming bottom.
Aren't you nice? To battle.
There we go.
Forward.
I'm trying to think of the last team deathmatch game I really got into. The kind of team deathmatch games I tend to get into are the ones that are gimmicky as opposed to just kill the enemy. A good example is actually Team Fortress 2.
Your middle tower is under
At least once upon a time. It's one of the reasons I've tried to get into that game so many times and failed miserably.
Into the breach.
Your middle tower is under
Honestly, I'm
attack.
not sure I can come up with any other ones off the top of my head. Other than, of course, Unreal Tournament and whatnot.
Your top tower is under attack.
I've got goosebumps.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Indeed.
I have to admit, in a crutch, it is really irritating trying to control the camera. Like, really, really irritating. Yes, I have Gumbot, but not really, if you follow.
To battle. Forward.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Let's go. Indeed.
Or he could do that.
Faster.
I'm not gonna get
Your
there in
middle
time.
tower is under attack.
Yes.
Your middle tower has fallen.
Down you go.
Seriously, Schmidolf. I feel like I should have something to talk about while this is happening, because this just it strikes me as incredibly boring. To watch, I mean. So, let's see. Topic.
I move.
Topic of discussion. Oh no, you're fine, Schmidolf. It's just, it's like,
Into the breach. I'll freeze you down.
goodbye. Sorry. Oh, well, I'm glad someone's enjoying this, because I worry. Hell, I worry constantly about being enjoyable as a viewer.
Your
I guess that's
bottom
kind of my
tower
job,
is
right?
under attack.
I worry about my job performance. It's almost like I have a work ethic.
Take you.
Get some gold going. Oh god, let's run for our lives.
I'll not argue.
Just flat out run into my allies. Hey, come over here. Aw, damn. Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Damn it!
Here
I was too busy fleeing for my life.
My just reward.
I'm trying to think of something to discuss for Pelly. Give me a topic and I'll discuss it.
I thought as much. To battle.
Of course I do, Schmidolf. Oh, jeez. Yeah, figured. Whatever. No, I have not, Gumbot. I am aware of one because a friend of mine was actually playing through FF7 somewhat recently, effectively blindly. But that's about it. I've never seen anyone else blind play it. Why do you ask? I mean, Lord knows I would really love to see that proper remake do some awesome things.
Swift as the wolves of Ice Rack.
Your middle tower is under attack.
FF7 isn't the worst one to play blind, let's be honest. Imagine playing FF2 blind. God. That would just be
My
terrible.
ice fights deep. Brr, that's nice.
God, the puns are real.
Quick meta. Together.
Yeah.
Mistake.
Eh. Imagine playing FF3 as if it's gouging your eyes out the whole time you're playing.
Agreed.
I gotta be honest, I've seen the,
Here I come.
you know, young people who've never played older games thing. Yeah. Come on, come on, come on. Ah, he got me first. So what was I saying? Right, I've seen, like, for example, I understand why someone who's new to the game doesn't do well at Mega Man 1. Mega Man 1's a very hard game. Same with Super Mario Brothers. I mean, all joking aside, SMB is not actually the easiest game in the world. But then I saw them play Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, and they, no, I didn't, Schmeidoff, but my graphics are cranked down.
It just keeps getting better.
There we go. And then I saw them play Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, and they lost to Glass Joe, which is, which is exactly what it sounds like, and I was just kind of blown away by the fact that they lost to Glass Joe. Now, I don't know if it's fake or not. I've actually had that debate before, but yeah.
Let's take top next.
Indeed. On.
Cloud only has one dress sphere.
Yes.
That's kind of silly and ridiculous, Samurai.
I'll not argue.
I can't even tell where I am in there. Whatever, just do the... There I am, this is me, this is me. Bad pop music, don't forget, Corrales.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Nope, I have a level. No, I didn't, Schmeidoff. But, yeah.
Your bottom tower.
I'm contributing because I have an aura. FF7 Remake. Here's a weird question for you guys. What do you think the limits are
Your
of
bottom
remaking a
tower
game?
is under attack.
Because, Glimmer. Because I've heard that debated left and right quite a few times, actually. For example, I've actually heard someone argue that the Final Fantasy IV DS version is not a remake. It's a new game of Final Fantasy IV. Five seconds. It only lasts 5 seconds, Schmeidoff. I don't want to waste it. I don't know what its cooldown is, though. Nah, remember.
Yes. I thought as much.
Wrong button.
Swiftly.
We're not going to engage that guy.
I move.
As a team, let's push out top.
Here I come.
See, I'm okay with reimaginings. I just think they need to be clarified as reimaginings. For example, the Battlestar Galactica reimagining was very clearly and definitively a reimagining. But good, you know?
I'll not argue.
A remake is a bit of a different situation. Ah, wrong button, wrong button.
Attack.
Ah, jeez.
Into the breach.
Your middle tower is under attack.
I'm not gonna catch him. I'm just too slow.
Agreed.
Whatever. I gotta be honest, this is not a slight against Dota 2, but the low graphics setting is actually affecting my performance at this point. It's actually kind of difficult to tell which one of these is me at a glance, and that's not helpful. Every now and again, I lose myself in the group, basically. God damn it!
That was a good ult.
Into the breach.
I have no idea when I think the FF7 remake will come out, or indeed if. Whoa, whoa! Pay attention, Arsh. Ah, that was a mistake. That's a nice feature, Panic, which we'll see hopefully later when we get to League of Legends. It's been a while, Corrales, yeah. It's been a damned long time. Oh, okay. Well, in that case... You lied to me, Schmeidhoff! Okay, let's get rid of this. And just buy. Bye. There we go.
Indeed.
It's still a valid point, Samurai.
I thought
In my
as much.
opinion, anyways. Doesn't change the fact that they've been advertising this game for 100 bajillion years and it hasn't come out yet, you know?
Yes.
Your top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Here I come.
Your top tower has fallen.
I'll not argue.
You guys should just play defensively. Don't leave the base.
Meh, whatever.
Like, try to stay on the high ground.
I actually stopped trying to run. I just took my hand off the controls there. I gotta be honest, I'm really torn on the FF7 issue. Because the problem is, if they're going to do a proper remake, changing the combat up is something that I think should be on the table. But in reality land, if they're going for the graphics overhaul, which they are, that is going to be, as ever, a time and money black hole. Just remaking FF7 with a new graphics engine is just going to completely...
Your middle tower
It's going to take absolutely forever to do, basically.
Never die.
And I really don't think that trying to add more to the pot is going to be a good thing, especially given the fact that Square already has kind of a bad reputation for not releasing things in general, and not releasing things
Faster.
outside of Japan. And so having a game that's they're just working on and working on and working on and working, it doesn't even matter if it's a good proper remake at that point. It's just going to have less of an impact. And then, of course, they're not going to do anything else because that one failed. You see where I'm going with this?
We need to focus on sniper first and then base after.
Hey, Krenzler. What's up, man?
Indeed.
Now, see, Prog, that is a valid statement that they will never actually do because they're stupid. I mean, seriously, that's pretty much the reason, in a nutshell. Oh, hi. I didn't even see that guy. Whatever. I gotta be honest, I'm not trying anymore, guys. I have accepted my defeat. So, if they actually used one of their pre-existing engines, I think that could work pretty well. They have several pre-existing engines that they could use that could work pretty well. but they have a habit of not doing that, so we'll see. You know, fingers crossed. I personally think the FF12 or the Dissidia engine both would be good and well suited towards it. They could also use the engine that's underlying the Birth by Sleep, Kingdom Hearts 2, Dream Drop Distance games. Because, damn it, come on.
Faster.
Because there's a lot you can do with that. Even if,
I'll not argue.
I know, Shmidov, I'm just losing interest by the second, if I'm being 100% honest here. That's why I'm talking about FF7. This is not fun.
We shouldn't push out though.
I thought as much.
Like, at all. Okay, whatever. Let's try to contribute, at least, before we die horribly. Yeah, exactly, Prog. Fat Squeak, if that's true, that's news to me. I'm not saying it's not true. I'm just saying I have not heard about that.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Or, you know, there's just no communication whatsoever.
There we go. Now... Man, that sniper's got some range, doesn't he? I don't even see him. Ugh. We'll see, Rosalia.
Your middle tower is under attack.
I move.
Stuff is happening, Rapelli. This is true. Things! Excitement! To quote CinemaSins. Oh, that would be awesome, Samurai. You know, the funny thing is materia and command styles are actually pretty analogous to each other in terms of gameplay design.
Swiftly.
So I could actually see that being a thing.
Claimed.
Oh, there's lots, Fat Squeak. This is such a fundamentally different game than Heroes that, honestly, anybody who calls Heroes a LoL or Dota clone is speaking from ignorance, or vice versa. These games are fundamentally
No, you
different.
don't want to push out.
Wait, what?
Like, we can only beat them on high ground.
Agreed.
Come on. Nope. Yeah, exactly, Samurai. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, since you weren't here earlier, I literally did not see it, Shmidov. I could not see it. I'm on a tiny screen and bad graphics. Honestly, Prog, I think I'm just going to go back to my original statement. Let's go ahead and wrap this up, because we're going to lose soon, unfortunately. Is Dota 2 a bad game? Absolutely not. There's actually a lot of really good game design decisions I've seen throughout this, and some really good convenience features, things that I feel elevates this from standard Dota. Most of it is convenience features. The actual basic gameplay is rather clearly and definitively just, you know, Dota, but that's the core. They've done a lot to honestly, this would actually qualify, in my opinion, as a proper remake of the original Dota.
Forward.
In a good way. So...
Drop it.
yeah. But yeah, this is definitely a huge coffee situation for me. I am not enjoying myself. So, I will not speak ill of it, but of the three I've tried so far, this is at the bottom slot for me, even though it is, again, a very well designed, very well constructed game
Thought as much.
with some great choices in it. It does feel very much like this is aiming specifically for the competitive
He's alone. He's alone.
team versus team. I'm not going to get down there in
More or
time.
less.
Team versus team combat and whatnot. Yeah, I was going to say, if I'm not mistaken, at least one of the people who worked on Dota 1 worked on Dota 2, to my understanding. Not even going to try. Did he just quote Charlie from the Chocolate Factory? Because I think he did.
under attack.
Faster.
Or Wonka, that's his name. Charlie's the kid. Oh, I'm gonna do one more thing before I finish up.
Into the breach.
Because there's one other thing in Dota 2 that has the potential to be awesome that I want to poke at. Meh. Enjoy the kill. You know, I've heard that they're going to be doing some pretty significant changes to FF7. Again, this goes back to that original discussion. What is the limit of a proper remake? You know, what is the furthest that can go?
You attack sniper.
I'm guessing that guy's the sniper. It's really hard to tell on my screen. Oh well.
Middle barracks
Yeah, alright, good game.
No, yeah, it's officially over.
Did we have fun?
Your middle
Um,
has fallen.
I'm
Did
just
you
gonna...
have fun, Arch?
No, but it was enlightening.
Your middle tower is under attack.
How do I... You know what, I'm just gonna surrender. I don't feel like making them work for it. How do I do that?
Your middle tower is under attack.
Surrender. How do I surrender?
Your middle tower is under attack.
What's this? No, that's the coach. Where's the...
Your middle tower is under
I
attack.
don't know how to quit. Unless it's just this. What's this? Leaving a match will result in negative count. You will receive an abandon. Your teammates will play to disadvantage. Really? But I want to surrender, not bail. Alright. Whatever. I don't want to screw anything up, so I'll just stick around. Interesting. Now that is an interesting design choice. Why would Valve do that? Now, okay, so here's the thing.
Your top tower is under attack.
I understand that back in the day, we're talking like the original StarCraft days, bailing on matches was actually kind of a problem. Like, it was so commonplace and so normal that there was a huge community push against it,
Your
basically,
ancient is under
and
attack.
trying to avoid that. However, nowadays, I gotta be completely honest, I don't really understand why you wouldn't allow that as an option, especially under certain circumstances. At the very worst, it's going to, it's just going to speed up the match. Now, that being said, I'm not sure... See, there's the possibility of win trading, but I'm not... Given the fact that I don't think you can even just specifically... Yeah, that's great. Like, group with another person and then win trade and have that count for anything. I don't think that's a valid excuse. So I'm not really sure why they wouldn't allow surrender as an option. That's a really weird decision choice. I actually don't agree with that. This is like, that's like the first thing in all of Dota 2, design-wise, that I personally don't agree with. If you are at a decisive loss and you have decided to move on, or let me use another example. Let's say you want to leave. Let's say you have you have an emergency in real life, or your niece just has a problem and you have to get up and run over to take care of her, or you have to go to work because you've run out of time. You know, it doesn't. I don't actually like the idea that you would be penalized for that, or so your options are leave the game running so you don't get the abandon penalty, or you know. Doing whatever. I don't know. I don't get that. I do not agree with that. Let's see with... Okay, so here's Valve's actual response, and I quote, "There are still unflinching orthodoxies in Dota's design, across the board lack of surrender option, for example, that seems to contradict Valve's assertion that it's possible to please everyone with a sufficiently responsive approach. It's tricky Johnson tells me there is a balance. This is a quote from the dev, I believe. There is a balance. Dota is a competitive game. Yes, that's definitely the niche they're aiming for. And people are deeply invested in it. So losing is not fun, but the people who are winning are probably having a lot of fun. We don't want to dampen both sides of that equation. One of the things we never want to lose is the amazing comeback, like the games we just played. Both sides probably would have surrendered in that game at certain points, and that would have been a robbery of fun. Now that is a valid reason. I'll give that. That's a valid reason. But I don't think that's a sufficient reason. So that is like literally synopsis here for Dota 2. There's only one thing I don't like about all of Dota 2, and that is that point right there, the lack of surrender. Everything else, yeah, well done. Let's try out this arcade thing before we go. I really want to try out this arcade thing. So let's not do skill shot wars. No. Let's here we go. Okay, so epic boss. Epic boss was suggested. Wraith Knight was suggested, and Overthrow was suggested. We're doing League of Legends next, by the way. Hello, Dragoon. Angel Arena. What's Angel Arena? 10VT. I don't know what this is. Join us, Schmeidolf. I have no idea what I'm looking at here. So, let's do epic boss fight first because it's at the top of the list. Install. Pudge Wars. Now, is that sounds like one that was a mod back in Dota, if memory serves. Like this is you get fatter literally as you kill, and then it gets easier to. Okay, no. Oh no, this is totally different. This is Meat Hook, and you can't cross the river. I know what this is. Okay, Rosilia, thank you. Well, I guess that's a little better, Schmeidolf. I still disagree with it, but that is not as bad. So sure, we'll try off Pudge Wars. Why not? And Overthrow was a suggestion, I think. Hang on, be the first to go to kill. Actually, I don't think I'm gonna like that one, if I'm honest. So Wraith Knight, if this is what I think it is, we'll go ahead and install that. Okay, so we've got three maps to go through. I think that's a go. So we'll try epic boss fight first. Let's do it. We'll put it on normal, and we have 4 players, so let's do it. How big are teams in League? Because what the did it not? Accept. Oh, you didn't have it. There's no. Okay. Waiting. Waiting. Sorry. My chat's being weird too. There we go. I'm sorry. Waiting. Like I said, I'm trying out. If you want to join me, I'm trying out Epic Boss Fight, Pudge Wars, and Wraith Knight Expansion. These are the 3 I'm going to go ahead and try out. No, Shiryu, I've been streaming since this morning, so I haven't had a chance yet. I will, though, don't worry. Oh, I will. No, I did not, Darkrai, although that doesn't surprise me. I've played FPS MOBAs too, and I'm not counting even Smite. Or games that are effectively FPS MOBAs. I suppose I could read while I wait for people to install. So let's read Shiryu's diatribe on Final Fantasy IX. Wow, 2 is really high on your list, Shiryu. Okay, Arkenter's done. Schmeidolf is installing. We're still waiting on Fearsome. Say something in chat, because I can't see Steam chat right now. You don't like the Sand Palace? I don't blame you. We could do whichever one first. There. Shush. I hate sand people. Well, no, I agree, Shuri. When I went back through to the marathon, I was surprised at how good the story was, because I hate that game. Hate the game play, you know, specifically. I think I overall agree with your points here, Shuryu. Which is funny, because you are basically repeating some of the points I myself have made. It really is a shame, because Trance is just terrible. You can tell they were trying for a gameplay story integration thing with Trance, and it just fell on its face. It doesn't help that gameplay in general in FF9 is just slow. Okay, so Arkenter's done, Fearson's done, Schmeidolf's done. Let's do it. What did... You know what? Let's try this. Okay. Yes! God. I give up. What am I doing wrong? I actually don't know what I'm doing wrong. Gotta be honest. I'm not that impressed with the arcade so far. I know. It's brand new. I'm sorry, Darkrai. You should quit college, win the lottery, and be set for life. I will never do hot and cold again. Wow, really, Deacon? Damn. That has been such an interesting fight. Of course, there's been a lot of discussion, too, about the Shadow Broker versus Benezia fight, even though Shadow Broker is winning that one by a curb stomp last I checked. But yeah, seriously, hot and cold can go screw itself. Tetramaster, I don't enjoy. I know, it's different. I know, you can get used to it. I just don't care, I didn't enjoy it. It's the same problem as earlier. You know, you don't really tend to be good at things you don't enjoy because you don't really want to put the time and effort into them. Wait, what? Hang on. Whoa, we're suddenly in a lobby. What the hell? I didn't even hit anything. I was alt-tabbed. How did that happen? I was alt-tabbed. Okay, so play. What the crap is happening? I actually don't know what's happening. Like, I am unfamiliar with this. I know it's new, I know it's probably buggy as crap, but seriously? It's like, and then... Oh, okay, okay. Maybe. Fingers crossed! Dota 2 Arcade, ladies and gentlemen. Needs to work out some bugs. Now, I know what you're going to say. Oh, you're just doing this one thing wrong. Yeah, okay. From the perspective of someone who is just playing this game, which is what I'm doing, this should not be happening. And I really hate to say that, but it's true. I mean, this should not be happening. It should just be click, go, done. Let's try one more thing, okay? We're just going to do one more thing here. It won't even let me make a lobby. Do you see that? It literally won't let me make a lobby. Because I was going to make a lobby, and I noticed there was a play the game option in the bottom, and I was like, go! Okay, let's try this again really quick. Alright, epic boss fight. See, this is like a speedrun, see? Oh, we're doing it, except only with... What? 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 But... What? Okay, let's try another one. let's try Wraith Knight. Go! Holy crap! Look! It might actually be working. Maybe. Yes! Yes, we did it! We successfully loaded a map. So my thoughts in conclusion on Epic Boss Fight is it was just too difficult. I couldn't actually do it. It was just, no matter how hard I tried, I could not defeat the boss of getting the map loaded. Oh my gosh. Like I said, in the interest of fairness, this is a brand new feature, which is a damn shame. I was really looking forward to trying this stuff out. But whatever. Okay, so how does this even work? I don't even know what we're doing here. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I failed, Corrales. Okay, so auto, or maybe no. Okay. Lock and start.
Choose your hero.
Well, I'm terrible at everyone equally. Is there a random? There is a random. Fantastic. I want someone randomly. I want to be a Magnetar. Random. Who or what is Meepo? I mean, I'm out of time. Okay, welcome to Wraith Knight. Okay, please support our game, yada yada yada. Oh, I could enter battle now. Oh god, so we've got... So there's towers on 4 sides. I'm gonna assume we're gonna get invaded from, like, all directions. Shop in the middle. Interesting. What do we got here for abilities? Wave of a Doom. That's a weird ability. Really, Deacon? Didn't know that. That was true in the original Dota as well. Magnus rushes forward with his heroes in the way of a giant. We'll go with this to start. So...
Wait, where's the shop?
The battle
I
begins.
don't know where the shop is. I think it should be in the middle, theoretically. Can we not bind it? Oh, here's the shop. Shop found! Okay. Now what? Kobolds. Oh god! Ink!
Ah, yes.
Oh wow, that's something I haven't said in a while. Anyone remember in the RTS days when you had to type really short acronyms because we didn't have, we didn't have anything to, we didn't have voice chat, so you got used to typing like INC to, oh god, they're coming from the south too, to show that enemies were incoming, or Inc SW or Inc SE, for example. Anyone remember that?
The thunder of hooves.
Okay, so they're coming this way. This way. What are those? Bounties. Sure.
Your
Go!
middle tower is under attack.
Oh god, this is more terrainy than I thought.
These structures are fortified.
Okay. Go! Okay, these aren't too strong. They drop items, because this is Frozen Throne all of a sudden.
Yes, indeed.
Interesting. They appear to be dropping gold instead of giving it. Unless I'm just mistaking that, which is entirely possible. Wow, that is a huge line of kobolds. Oh god! I didn't even see the tower. Killed by a tower. All the dire have gotten gold as a result of me. See you around, Progue. So that's the cleave, and we'll go ahead and get another chunk.
I am magnanimous to a point.
Okay, so they're all coming
Venom,
this way?
you want to get over here.
Yeah, I think... It looks like there's a single lane of attack, even though all four are coming, based on the terrain.
Oh, Sven would be great at this.
I think.
Your middle tower
Because they're all going on the same route, all the way around the map, and then in through this area.
is under attack.
Such might is mine.
Ability can't target enemies? What? Oh, jeez. Get out, get out, get out, get out. Hey, there's a shop right here. How convenient. Use it. Why do I have to target myself to use a potion? Damn it. So, looks like a tower defense, except without the towers, which actually there's quite a few of, or I should say were quite a few of, back in Warcraft 3. Oh, I can give W to teammates? Oh, I'm doing that. Here, have a buff. Get out, get out, get out. And that's the lunge. We'll go ahead and get those two now.
Who stands against me?
I guess I'll go ahead and get a courier, maybe? I have no idea what to get as this guy. Actually, no, I kind of do have an idea. Why don't we... that costs 110,000 gold. Oh my god, look at the cost of some of these items. Holy crap. Lots and lots of cost.
I deserve this.
Insta-heal after the wave, looks like. Okay, I think I'm gonna go for a little bit of health regen. Left 5 dead. Ha ha ha. So we'll go and buy that. What? No, give me my... Oh, I'm not at the shop. Go to the shop, quick! There we go. Can I not buy a courier? I didn't see that as an option. No, there's the courier. 220, yeah, I'll go ahead and... Except they're out of stock of couriers. Rips! Okay, whatever. So let's get up here. damn it, it is really weird not having my thing here. Okay. Now here's the secret shop, which sells normal stuff. And of course the Aegis of the Immortal, which gives you a re-ink for a mere 99,999 gold. Why am I not attacking? Oh god. Boomer! Speaking of someone who played Left 4 Dead a lot. I gotta be honest, Boomer was not the one I was most scared of. It's that frickin' witch.
Point taken.
So we do have some stronger units. Enemy units. In fact, that actually... I'm not sure what that is exactly. Back up a bit here. So nice and slow dead. Interesting.
Your middle tower is under attack.
See, the people I used to play with would usually wake up the witch, freak out, and then die. And that's just kind of how that would work out. Yeah, I think I will actually go for that. I'm getting gold from something. Oh god! What the hell happened? Oh god, they're in! They're in! What happened? Ah! I can't even... I'm just... I gotta go around. I'm coming! I'm out of mana! Crap! I'm out of mana! Oh, there we go. Clear that up a little bit. Yeah, I don't want to sound derogatory, but so far I'm actually enjoying this a decent amount. Hey, Henson. I admittedly had no idea what I was doing at first, but, you know. Okay, run, run, run. Oh, jeez, they're already down here, too. I don't have the mana to do anything. Where's my fountain? Is this a fountain for us? No. No. Or it is, but it's not enough. Need mana. Need mana. It's not regenerating mana. I agree, Deacon. HOTS absolutely needs custom maps. Well, two things, Rapelli. First of all, it's more my style. We're co-op. We're working towards each other, not against each other. It's PvE, not PvP. So, again. Huh? There's apparently... Oh, God. I don't have anything I can do about that. I will help defend. That's all I got. I suppose the other thing isn't really related to anything that is specifically the game's fault, or in favor of it, for that matter. It's just the fact that the I had like 2 or 3 UE issues. Whoa, that hurt. That were making it really difficult for me to keep up when, you know, when the enemy team was like right on my face, and I needed to do this and this and that and that in really quick succession, and I couldn't. God, that really was a boomer. And that's really it. That's the difference. PvE versus PvP and the UE. I mean, this is basically an RTS as UE, and I feel that works a little bit more for this type of gameplay than it does for a MOBA kind of gameplay. That's all. That's ignoring the fact that I think that this kind of custom game stuff is awesome and should be in more things.
Yeah, the enemies take the shortest path to the base.
Yeah, this is like a standard tower defense rules. The AI will always figure out the fastest route. Do we have anything else closer? No, it looks like we don't.
By the gleam of my home.
What's my ultimate? Yoink Crunch. Okay. I also really liked Dungeon Defender, so that's probably relevant. Yeah, I want this. So let's grab this. And there we go. We have a Perseverance now. which should help a little bit. I really need more mana regen with this setup.
Oh, they're strong.
Soldier's fortune.
I'll figure that out in a
Wow.
minute. Go, go, go.
Your middle tower is under attack.
I'm gonna go up here. Oh, jeez, those are
Sorry,
big
I didn't
guys.
read.
Those are big guys.
Your middle tower
Well.
has fallen.
I can buy that.
Ow!
I think we're gonna lose this pretty quick.
Ow! Well, now time to find out. Oh, hey, I can res him.
Back from the
Except I can't now. There was actually a res option. Did you see that? I could actually right-click him and res him.
I shall find
All of them.
Here, have a buff. Ow!
Oh, he doesn't get stunned.
under my roof. You will find
What?
Resurrect. Get up! Get up! Schmidov! Rise, chicken. Rise.
Yeah, Venno is actually really good at this. You need to keep putting
Rise,
plague wards along the
chicken.
path
visibility.
to damage the enemies.
That's... I can't do anything about that. I will continue hitting things because I can't do much else. Let's see, what do I want more than this? I'm like going for full tanking here with this guy, so I think I'll go with that, which is only going to require an orb, which is 2100 gold. So 2100 is my next goal. Onwards! I'm telling you, as soon as Heroes adds this kind of an option, we are golden. Oh, God. Ow! And I'm dead. I accept my death. Oh, I'm getting rezzed. Yay! Maybe. Maybe. Oh, thank God. Okay. I think we could double up on channeling to res faster. I'm not sure about that, but it kind of feels like it.
No. It takes a long time. We don't get that much gold.
Yeah, gold generation is pretty low in this one. And doesn't appear to be sharing, which is actually kind of a shame, I think. Given the format. This is a very clear co-op situation.
Somebody needed to pick Sven. That would have made this a lot easier.
I don't even know who Sven is! I don't know anything, I picked random. But which one of those is the first one to get, Deacon? Or should I just be aiming for the Tarask and work from there? Who should I be
Don't
buffing?
worry.
Okay, so I've got Schmidolf and Arkenter. Well, apparently we are sharing gold. Never mind. That is actually good. Like I said, it should be sharing. Round
Go to the
complete!
towers.
And I died. I don't know if I'd say infinitely fearsome, but absolutely better. Got it. I will just start spamming my buff on
I think
everyone.
last hit gold is separate. If you last hit, that's your gold, but if you pick up a bag of gold, then everybody gets that.
Oh, that makes sense. I could see that.
Haste.
You know, it just occurred to me, I don't know if the in-game mic is picking me up, or if it's just on the stream. Oh well. So...
Oh, look.
What do we got this time? Naga! Sweet.
Yes.
Clone War.
Oh, geez, those guys are fast. Where's the Heart of Tarask? That is a lot of freaking money. Jeez Louise. I'm gonna go and get the Ultimate Orb for right now. You know what? I'll just support for a second. Have buffs.
I have enough. I have enough for my Battle Fury.
Yay, Battle Fury. Am I here
You
yet?
should
No.
just
Fall out.
Yeah, I made it.
Crush our enemies.
Depends, Third Leg. Like I said earlier with my concluding thoughts. Wow, those hurt. That was a long stun, too. Jeez.
Oh no.
That's a really long stun! Jeez Louise! Like I said earlier, kind of depends on what you're after. Dota 2 is definitely leaning more towards that crowd, but I gotta be honest, this is just a tower defense map, one of the 3 I was hoping to try out. The first one didn't work like at all, which kind of sucked, but the second one, which is this one we're playing right now, is actually pretty awesome.
Ah, yes.
I'm thinking Assault Querus.
Let's see. Hello! These look like bosses. These look like bosses.
Oh dear God.
We're all gonna die, guys. We're all gonna die.
Yeah, this game's really fun.
Quick! Wall of shields. Okay. Buff! Big hit! Okay, blew my ultimate. Hopefully that helped. Yeah, hero defense is correct. Schmeidolf is correct about that. Tower defense is really a different thing. This is, basically you're trying to prevent enemies from getting to you, and you can't do... Like, tower defense's strategies are... Oh, jeez.
Don't stay near the cliff. Or the Mandalorians will get you.
Oh, jeez, he's walking through the walls. Buff someone. Tower defense is all about setting up your lanes correctly, making sure that they're going to be going the optimal route to hit all your towers, and balancing the types of towers. Hero defense is all about coordination between a team, trying to prevent enemies from advancing when you have nothing to block them. You know what I mean?
Guys, they broke through the trees.
Yeah, they're breaking through the trees.
Point stick.
Your ancient is under attack.
Taste of my hour.
I think we lost. GG.
Oh, jeez. Okay, so can I get back here in time? Oh my god, they're just mauling that! I don't think I'm gonna get there in time. Go!
Your ancient is under attack.
Go! Oh my god, frickin' druids.
GG.
We lost. Wow. They just were like, no, we're just gonna go through. Dire victory. Total loss. Wow. That was fun. As much as I wouldn't mind actually doing another match that I got other games to look at today. Maybe I'll come back to that if anybody's interested in that. I'll give that a plus. That was fun. Let's try the other one. And then I'm going to move on to LOL. So... Pudge Wars! Play. Let's see if it actually works here. Maybe. I'm telling you, Hots needs it. I'll totally play more of this on the stream later with viewers if you guys want to join me. I'm down for that. That was fun. That was a pretty good Heroes Defense map. I mean, I've seen some really good Heroes Defense maps. What? What happened? Okay. Back in Warcraft 3, so I mean, you know, it's not the most complicated one I've ever seen, but it's still good. Still fun. Sort of, Razulia. You missed the hero defense map we just did. Alright. Let's do it, guys. After this, just a heads up, I'm going to go ahead and pause for some food. Even though I ate earlier, I'm still shaking. Not sure 100% what's going on with me lately. Sweet Schmeidoff, I love Russians. Especially white Russians. I'm kidding, I actually can't stand a white Russian. But yeah, I'm going to eat for a bit, and then we're going to do some League of Legends, so anybody wants to join me for that, you are more than welcome. I might skip the tutorial this time. I mean, the DoTA tutorial was just, here's a DoTA, so... Absolutely, Samurai, are you freaking kidding me? I'm going to buy her, most likely. Yeah, I have blood sugar problems, Krenzler. Or rather, I should say I have had blood sugar problems lately, and I don't really know why. Well, actually, that's a total lie. I know exactly why, but it's just weird. One of these guys' names is I Love Nipples. I wonder if he cares the gender they come on. Sure thing, Sonic. I do like the fact that initially Vega was just curb stomping Anderson in the tournament, and now it's completely shifted, and now Anderson is winning by a huge margin. By the way, I'd just like to say I am loving the interaction with the Mass Effect tournament. Yes, I do, Panic. Arshay and Gaia is my League of Legends name. I know. Shocking. But, loving the interaction. Keep on keeping on, guys. No, I'm not diabetic. I am the opposite of diabetic. But I know what's going on lately, and it's not that. Where's... And Morden versus Javik is still tied. That's fantastic. I love it. Are we still waiting on that jackass? Oh, whatever. Zaid appears to be winning against Miranda at the moment by a decent margin, too. Liara is barely beating Ashley. I find that fascinating. Probably order. Probably. WP all good game, no RE. I don't know what that means. I don't know all the things. Do we seriously not even get a lobby because he wouldn't? What the? Okay, you know what? Here, let's try this again. Okay, new lobby. Ah, it's the same frickin' lobby. Really? Come on. Yeah, let's go. Crikey. Now, there is one well-played, good game, no rematch. Thank you. I know what good game means. I mean, everyone knows what GG means. So, the Kasumi versus Thane match is hilarious. Thane is winning by 100%. I feel so bad for Kasumi, because I think Kasumi could actually take on several other members in the tournament, but not Thane. Thane is perfectly suited for destroying Kasumi, in my opinion. Returning to lobby to find more players. Returning to... Okay, you know what? Deacon, you want to hop in and do another match of the tower defense? Because this is kind of stupid. Or maybe it'll go forward this time. Maybe? Maybe? Oh my god! The map! We did it! We are engaged In gameplay, maybe. We might be. We're not actually there yet. We're all playing as Patchwork. Yeah, no kidding, Maz. There's just this empty arena, and all the spectators are like, what's happening? And then all of a sudden, Kasumi just falls over as her cloak de-engages. And that's the end of the match. Yeah, I was surprised by that too, third leg. I had to make a little bit of room for that on the laptop. Alright, if this match doesn't go through, I'm going to go ahead and cut off the stream, because I think we've seen all we need to see here. And, you know, get some food, and then continue onward, because this is ridiculous. Do 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 do. Do 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 boom boom. Do 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 do. Seriously? Come on! Come on! You can do it! You can do it! Alove. I have no idea how to pronounce your name. I don't care. Just load! Load! Oh, thank God we did it. We did it. Oh, we did. Okay, so apparently, so I want to be with my friends. So, hang on a second. I want to be down here. There we go. Now, Schmeidolf, get down here, quick, quick. We gotta like make this work. No, crap. We gotta be quick. This is stupid. The fact that there's not really an interface. Okay, so Schmeidolf, you need to like, can we like get rid of the? Whoa, nope, we're screwed. Okay, I will be Pudge. Yeah.
We didn't get Smidolf.
This is terrible. Schmeidolf is our enemy, guys. Everyone focus solely on Schmeidolf. Oh God. Okay. Get him. Get well in. Get stuck in. What the hell? Ah, there's Schmeidolf. Die, Schmeidolf. Okay, so what is? Hang on. There's like a tutorial thing that won't go away. Your upgrade points are here. I don't have any upgrade points. Toggle the UE here. Okay. What the hell? I can't like do anything. Okay, hang on. No! He got me! He got me! We're stuck in the abyss! No! Ah! And I'm dead. Yes, we are all fat bastard with a meat hook. What did... This is such a weird thing. It also seems kind of buggy, if I'm being 100% honest with myself. Like what just happened there is a good example of that. The fact that I can be dragged into the river is a little bit of a messed up situation. And the fact that
Thanks, mate.
We can drag them into the
Yeah,
river.
this isn't as fun as hero defense.
Yeah, this I'm not feeling this one, guys. I gotta be honest.
My right hook.
How are the? Where's the score counter? I gotta be honest. That hook is very slow. Damn it. What the hell? It just like deflected off of him. No! Seriously, where's the score? Because there should be a score. Oh, it's probably this, isn't it? Yeah, here we go. Except that doesn't tell me anything. Oh, so they deliberately slowed it down, Deacon? That's interesting. Wait, so we've only gotten... That's the score? 9 kills to 6? This is gonna take forever. It's like 50 kills. It's 50 frickin' kills to end this. I don't know, Panic. I really don't know. I know nothing.
How do you get upgrade points?
I don't think you do get upgrade points. I don't think you get anything. There's no nothing. There's no shop. Oh, there is a shop. Except I don't know how to get to it.
I haven't gotten a kill then. No, wait, no, I got a kill. I leveled up, didn't get an upgrade point.
Okay. Where's the
No,
shop?
there is a shop.
There's the shop. I see it. It's right here. Okay. No suggesting anything. Yeah, this looks like it's still in beta or something like that. This is something that is still being worked out. And yeah, I don't... 50 kills was the minimum option, by the way. That's why I selected it. I was like, okay, we'll try this out. Okay, so this... is not actually that... Sure, you know what, we'll just buy an item. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, whatever.
I've bought an item. I thought I bought an item. There we go. We bought an item. Yay!
I've gotten 3 kills, I haven't gotten a single upgrade point. Oh, no, I just got one.
Woohoo! An upgrade point. Ah! Oh, you can get allies with hooks too. Watch. Ah! See? Oh god, look where my hook is going! Look at my hook!
Never mind, I was getting upgrades all along. And I didn't notice where they were tallied.
I actually agree with you, Deacon. I hate to say that, but that kind of thing is something Blizzard is very good at, modding support and that kind of a thing. And has been for a long time. Okay, get him! Damn it. Deflected! Get out of my belly. Or into my... I don't know how it goes. No! Sorry, Fearsome. Didn't mean to kill you there. Except I kind of did. Deflecto hook. And now to just make this chain go forever.
You guys can buy Tomes of Strength to become tankier.
Ah! Ugh. I'm dead. Oh, it's get in my belly. Thank you. Yeah, that's actually kind of true, isn't it, Samurai? Yeah, I gotta be honest, this is not engaging me. So, okay, we've shown off this arcade. It's obviously beta, but it's still kind of cool what they're doing. Shoot, where'd he go? Where'd he go? Someone already got him, I'm guessing. Still some really cool potential. Really looking forward to what they're going to come up with in the future. And, yeah, I guess that's all I have to say on this one. I'm going to go ahead and cut off the stream and start working on food, and then we'll be back with some League of Legends, so I hope you guys will join me.
No. What more stand?